Free smoke. Fuck all that talk, all that move. I gotta go catch me a play. The money be stressing me out. I gotta go roll me a J. My dad want a boat with a lay. My mom won't be holding my face. I wake up early and I pray. I make the smartest move today. Free smoke, free smoke. Good dope on the bowl. Why you flexing when you're broke? How you sexing with no stroke? I made every move when nobody was looking. You think I was passing the nose? I walk in the booth like I walk in the kitchen. I'm hot like my mic was a stove. We call that trap chef and the pot is a weapon. I bag up a bird like some blows. They pay for that 2, that's 150 times 2, but I give you that 2 for the 4. Yeah. I got that audio dope. Yeah. Boy, I got all of these hoes. Yeah. Rap niggas cannot keep up. Yeah. Boy, I got all of these flows. Yeah. Spit with that shit in my right hand. I might pass that bitch in my left hand. These niggas just mad I'm the best man. In the top 2, I'm the first and the second. You are still less than come learn you a lesson. Niggas was flexing while I was progression. Now I regret it, but I won't forget it. God's intuition, like how I predicted. Niggas is bitches, this shit is ridiculous. Go to the studio just to take pictures. Go straight to Tumblr to find you a fit. Still you ain't hip that your ass is a hip. Still think she won't fuck cause she like your little pictures. Y'all niggas whacking, you know that for real. These niggas hate on everybody, bro. Who brought the love to the city? You know that was killed. A couple seconds think they harder than kill. Or mothers, brothers, they ain't smarter than kill. Your breath hot, but you ain't hotter than kill. I'm Merlin baby, so I don't got no chill. The realest nigga, cause I'm honest, got no reason to bluff. I'm Merlin baby, I be coolin', but we still going up. These niggas like to show they dogs like we don't all got a pup. That boy just got him a new gun just to forget he ain't tough. Never see me snitch behind the scenes or wear my jeans with no cuff. Never see me wipe a bitch that's green, won't even pass her this blunt eye. Jay got some pussy so fire, I call that bitch up and said bye. This cannot be good for my life. She rolling her neck and her eyes. The pussy ain't made me feel high. The pussy ain't made me get high. She know that I don't have a tie. She know that she know what I like. She know I don't fuck with that hater shit. That's why I pray for the family of Swipe. You think that my ass was a junkie the way that boy moving around with a pipe. Put my neck on the line for a piece of the pie just to make sure that everyone fine. I've been stabbed in the back one too many times just to be walking around with a lot of people up, still got a lot on sleeping.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm a visionary, I ain't just dreaming.
Yeah.
Better watch your homie, cause them niggas just leeches. Boy, you read what you sow, I just practice what I'm preaching. Woke a lot of people up, still got a lot on sleeping.
They sleeping.
Baby, I'm a visionary, I ain't just dreaming. Better watch your homie, cause them niggas just leeches. Boy, you read what you sow, I just practice what I'm preaching. Why these niggas hate me? I'm just trying to feed my fam. Got no time for negativity. Smoke out to keep it down.
This is going to disrespect and hurt a lot of people's feelings because it's the rebirth and the re-education. It's only for the nation. I've been gone for a while. I'm working on a new occupation. That's a fact. Hey, Breezy, the first to hit the gas jab. He must got his money, he wants to snap back, baby. Hey.
One way to 2-way, a few ways. Link on the 1-way and call on the 2-way. Link on the Monday, we fuck on the Tuesday. Suck on the booby and nut on the boo day.
I'ma say the real, and the rebirth.
Suck on the D, shawty suck on my jewelry.
Shawty gon' fuck the lip pop.
Better not stop, give a fuck about the toothpaste. I'm really ready, the rappers is toothpaste. I need some credit, I swipe for a new place. I had that shit in my sock in my school days. Workshop, baby, I keep in the 2-lane. Swimming in bitches, cause bitch, I'm the new way. Book with sugar, this don't go in no Kool-Aid. I got your bitch trying to suck it for 2 J's. Tatiana trying to fuck for a blue face. I hit the perk and I'm ready to go. Shawty get how we gon' fuck on the low. Chain on my neck, but your diamonds a choke. Ring on my finger just like a low. Hop in the water, get hit with that stroke. I'm in the hood eating lamb like a goat. I done came back with that fur on my coat. Okay. Nigga, I'm back at it. Foot like a jackrabbit, dough is a crack addict. Yeah, I'm in the back alley serving that bad baby. Nigga, I'm back at it. The way that she clap and gave me a back spasm, total look back at it. Yeah, this shit is a movie. My life is too crazy. Like when I look back at it. Shit, I'm trying to hit, baby. I'm by Boucher. You better talk on the D with some toothpaste. Mama me up, cause you know I don't do waste. You better suck till you lose taste. Just put some cash in the bank for a new case. Run it up. Running, I just set a new pace. Feel like a lawyer that cash in a suitcase. Run it up. Show you how I get it a new way. I did it 1-way to 2-way, a few ways. Link on the 1-way and call on the 2-way. Link on the Monday, we fuck on the Tuesday. Suck on the booby and nut on the boo day. My brother bleeding the diamonds and Blu-ray. Suck on the D, shawty suck on my jewelry.
The shawty won't fuck till it pop.
Better not stop, give a fuck about the toothpaste. I'm really ready, the rappers is toothpaste. I need some credit, I swipe for a new play. That shit in my sock in my school days. Workshop, baby, I keep in the 2-lane. Swimming in bitches, cause bitch, I'm the new way. Book with sugar, this don't go in no Kool-Aid. I got your bitch trying to suck it for 2 J's. Tatiana trying to fuck for a blue face.
We gonna do a poll before we get started, cause I've been gone for a minute. We gotta get reacquainted. Honestly. TB, I've listened to all your videos and I still can't seem to make money. I've been at Prime. I've been at Warner, and I've been at maybe 2 other mega carriers in the past 2 years. I'm starting to think there's just no money in there. Is what you're saying true, or is it because you know somebody, or are you just lying about it to get referrals? What? I ain't want to start to come back with a beef in the rear burn, but I had to do it. He sent it to me in the Patreon, so I got to respond to it. Forget about it. I'm going to be harsh. He says you can be harsh. I told him, I know.
Yeah, back through the city, I'm back on the hope. Sipping on yellow, these nigga like yo. Nigga one battle, that nigga get choked. Call me a monkey, I'm really insane. Nigga keep playing, we mix it like cane.
I'm back in there, bro,
my brother Dwayne. Nigga one fight, he gon' slime in the face when I pull out the snake. I come correct, I can't make no mistakes. She kissing girls, you know I got a stray. Came before now, you know that got her A.
Ronald.
The Glock and the Chevy don't box like a Chevy. I threw a fight, now she hot and she ready. She cranking present, she still love that Eddie.
Sometimes you just ain't a runner, playboy. You just not a runner. Look, suck the dick.
Sing my song, fuck it good, leave me alone. Nigga want smoke, then I'm bringing the bone. Pulling the party, I bring it along. I got hoes in this party, they singing along. I was down on my dick and I needed a loan. Ran that shit to the top, I'm the king of my own. I can step hoes and she like she special. I could box you for free, but that beef gon' be extra.
She like it in me,
this bitch can be serious. She calling my phone, asking questions.
Alexa.
Walk in the back of the bank like a teller. Yeah. Dog in the spot like Cruella. That pussy retarded, so I call her Riri. She know when she see me, she bringing them. Fuck all that patience, I ran out of weight.
I'm a terabyte, baby, I ran out of space.
I hit the gas until I'm out of space. Sipping Bel Air cause I ran out of ace. Hit from the back, I'ma pull out a lace. If I'm eating cat, then I'm saying my grace. My birthday just passed, baby,
Oh
doing
my God,
it.
the polls is in. We need 15 more people.
Yeah,
We back on the city, we back on the road.
Back through the city, I'm back on the road. Sipping on yellow, these nigga like yo. Nigga one battle, that nigga get choked. Call me a monkey, I'm really insane. Nigga keep playing, we mix it like cane.
I'm in this bitch with my brother Dwayne.
Nigga one fight, he gon' slime in the face when I pull out the snake.
Hey, Breezy, the only one that hit the cash app. He the only one really getting money in trucking. That's why he Breezy be stunning on y'all.
The Glock and the Chevy don't box like a Chevy.
Yeah.
I threw a fight, now she hot and she ready. She cranking present, she still love that Eddie. Eat up that box, I won't eat her spaghetti.
First of all, you accuse me of lying. I'm gonna take offense to that, though. Is it who you know, or are you lying to get referral money? You can be harsh. Well, you knew I was going to be harsh. You knew that already. You know. You ain't got to tell me to be harsh, playboy. We not worrying about monetization for the nation. No. I'm going to go in on you. I'm just taking it slow because people told me they had to burn miles today. So I'm not going to rush it. I'm not going to rush it, you know. I'm not going to rush it. John, thanks for the 20 to the cash app. We know who getting money in the game. Okay? I'm going to be harsh. We're not ready yet. The poll isn't done yet. Okay? But I know why you're not making money at 4 of the companies that people are making money at. You say, is it the American carrier? See what I'm saying? You've been listening to people and not applying. You have not been applying what you hear. You couldn't have been. He is in here right now. So if you have something y'all want to say to him, you can text it. He's reading it. You hear me? He's reading it. Because he thinks y'all are BS. You didn't see, I'm going to go off the words you told me and not what I think you're trying to explain to me. You said there's no way to make money in trucking, period. Honestly. Really? And then I'm lying? then I'm lying. We got a sweet treat today. He texts me his logs. Why do we got to go through this? Why? He texts me his logs. But we not done with the... Listen, King... Should we do a call-in show today? Hit the Cash App. Let me know, should we do a call-in show today after I get into this, dude? Y'all let me know. Mike, I see you. Thanks for hitting the Cash App. You don't want to really get money out of here? Everybody else quiet about the reverb, about the accusations. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But I got to do it. He forcing my hand, Playboy. You're forcing my hand. No, trucker, you lying. He said you lying. Everybody tell him what y'all making in trucking right now. Post your numbers.
All I smoke is good, though. Hey, green roses, green roses. Yeah, all I smoke is good, though. Hey, green roses, green roses, green roses. I'm smoking piff right out the zip, cause I can never trust a bitch. I'm so focused on my shit, so suck my dick and hush your lips. 93 is what I breathe, it's what I be, so what you need? I was born in 95, I'm too ahead of my time.
Yeah.
Ring, 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 ring.
Don't.
Hello?
Okay.
I got it for the low, you're watching me, just watch a hoe. You play with me, you gotta go. We throw up signs like Naruto. Drop a foe inside my 40, smack you with the bottle, bro. I'm a smoker until my body comatose. Even when I'm Holy Ghost, I'm blowing hoes of holy smoke. Yeah, I am my only hope. I'm the man, just ask your folks. Now they pay me for my quotes. You broke, you sell your homies though.
Hey.
How about the porch? How about the curb?
Matter of fact, tell them what you start making when you start listening to me, how the money went up. Because we're going to go through different things today. Because I'm going to get on your logs. Yeah. Numbers. I'm going to get on your logs. Tell them, listen, it's just numbers. But he thinks you're lying. Because he watches y'all comments. And he just thinks at this point it's just not true.
Whoa.
You understand? It's not true. You're not making that kind of money. And he's tired of y'all lying.
This is crooks. Pull up on you now.
You understand?
I'm the man, just ask your folks. Now they pay me for my quotes. You broke, you sell your homies though. Hey. How about the porch? How about the curb?
Yeah.
Oh. Say the word, just say the word.
Whoa.
Wrist so cold, make it say burn. Whoa. Kill.
Can't ride when I pull in my burn. Whoa.
How about the porch? How about the curb? Whoa.
He's done with y'all lying. You're not getting no money. He's tried. And since he's tried, it's impossible.
I get high and read books. I'm so fried, I'm cooked. Most of my partners is crooks. Pull up on you, now you're shook. I'm so plugged in with the Migos. Just go to play like I'm T.O.
Yeah. That's the truth. Y'all are lying, bro. Look at these numbers y'all putting up. Y'all lying. Y'all are lying. And he don't want to hear no more of your freaking lies. You know what? Honestly, man. Honestly. Thank you, baby. She sent me something to drink. He's a liar. Now, I want to know how you went to Prime, Warner. I forget the other two places. Let me open it up. He said he made nothing. He made no money. Now, should we believe him? Yes, let me tell you why. He paid to tell me.
Where you going, man? I'm running. Where you running,
91%.
I'm running.
Some people agree with him.
I'm running.
Vlog is over in 2 minutes. I mean,
I'm from the side where them niggas hate you 'cause they bitches don't.
The poll is gonna be done in 2 minutes. Put it in your vote.
Niggas won't. I see right through the fakes. I see right through the snakes. Just like I see the jakes. I take off like a race. Run into the money. 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 Run into the money.
Okay.
Maryland baby. I run it up in some 990s. And if she like me, I bet I fucking these 990s.
I don't wanna do it.
Asked her nicely.
Let me get batteries before I go.
Do for Pipey, and she would probably like, boy, get inside me like my psyche. Might pack a backwoods, but I'ma smoke my sheets with Gunner, just like some funner. I burn the beat up, leave it crumble. But being humble, cause I'm a lion in the jungle. You getting money, you printing 20s off a tumbler. Running to the money, see him in the lobby, crush him in the alley. Damn, smoking out the Cali. My girl, my shooter, border baddies. I beat it up, cranking Lil Bally. My Cali boo, she driving Malibu. And Malibu, she crank Lil Bally. Ghetto Mary Kay and Ashley. But I need that Rico, I'm nasty. Some cut on the sock, call it Cassie. The ass was fat, it ain't plastic. It has to be natural like backwood. Put beam on a Draco, no glasses. Fell asleep on a drink, missing classes. They get dope, make my eyes look like catfish. Let my spinach, my broccoli, my cabbage, and my carrots. Running to the money.
What are my thoughts? All right, let's get down to it. James, appreciate the love and the cash app. You one of only 3 people. Everybody else ain't getting no money. Euro.
Money in the bank while they running their mouth. I just walk in that business, they run me my money. Jigging so hard I can front them a dummy. Niggas so green they came back with the money. Oh, you wanna play? Why? Chopper hop on them, that's a Playboy bunny. Don't run from no nigga, don't run from no money. Running for figures all 2020. Presidential campaign, not me. Presidential Rolex.
Do I feel like you're gaslighting me? Maybe a spot in a little bit in a minute and a lorry. Maybe. Maybe. Thank you, James, for hitting the cash app. This is going to be a twofold situation. Okay? It's going to be a twofold situation. On one hand, Mike, thanks for the love to the cash app for the second time. He says to TBU, the reason I know how to make money. Ain't no problem. I appreciate the love, Playboy. It's a twofold situation of why you're not making money. Okay? I just want to be real. I just want to be real here. One is you're going in with a defeatist attitude. There's no way you went to Prime, Warner, 2 other mega carriers that we know of, and you made no money. There's no way you did that. To the young bucks that's listening, this is going to be controversial. So I'm sorry ahead of time. If you're a young buck that doesn't fit into this category, let it fly. But I'm just going to generalize for the sake of conversation. Okay? Because 10% of the people, truckers, say you can't make no money. That's a lot of people, man. That's a lot of people. Let me tell you why you knew. Those are young bucks saying that. Let me tell you why you young bucks ain't making no money. Because y'all pussy. And if the Cash App do what it's supposed to do, I'm going to let people call in. Y'all pussy. I said it. Grown men in the Patreon talking about it's impossible to make money. It's impossible. What I don't understand is, if it is impossible, how do they have any employees? I don't know what to consider a young buck these days. We'll call it what? 26 and down? Because I got an influx of young people to start watching me when the new wave came in. There's a couple of aspects we got to talk about. Number one, your new young bucks, you're not disciplined, bro. You're not disciplined. If your text message is correct, I've seen 13 and 14 hours in the sleeper berth a few times. See, I didn't tell you about the sleeper berth, and I wanted you to send it to me first. So you can, he had no idea that has anything to do with how he makes money. Because when I said I can look at the sleeper berth and tell why you're not making any money, he said, what does the sleeper berth have to do with my drive time? Oh, shit now. Oh, see, now we're here. Now we're here. Now we're here, bro. Now we're here. And then you're saying you don't know why you don't make money. Well, you don't understand what your sleeper berth has to do with your drive time, because the only way you make money is during your drive time. That's two. Driving is not the only way you make money. Driving is not the only way you make money, bro. It's not. It's not the only way you make money. So we know that you left. We just named two things. Well, three things, because it's your mind state. I asked him, all right, well, you got a load going from down the county from Texas up to Idaho during the winter. You said you don't go up there during the winter. Then we're up to 4. Jesus Christ. King, how much money are we leaving on the table right now? You're a pussy. It's just that simple, bro. You're a pussy. You new truckers are soft, bro. And I'm not about soft and macho and fighting. I'm talking about when it comes to running the road. Y'all not road runners. You're not. Hey, Abraham, I see you. Thanks for hitting the cash app. You wake up whenever you want to, so you have no discipline. I'm gonna break it down, but let's just get a general right here. Let's get a general. You wake up whenever you want. You don't want to run the Badlands during the winter. Mind state, so you're negative. You're negative. You're arguing with every single load. We know this. We know it. Every load you're arguing with. Right? And we can add something to that real quick. You're entitled. Because you think you can wake up anytime you want, have any type of drive clock you want. Because I've seen 7 freaking stops on a drive day. So you can stop anytime you want. You sleep as long as you want. You certain places you're not willing to go because you're scared of the snow. Dude, you're a pillow princess, honestly. Like, you're a pillow princess, bro. Yeah, you're a pillow princess. You're not ready to run. I said it. Yeah, I said it. You're not ready to run. And that's the truth. Why you think real runners are hitting the cash app right now? Why not the Badlands? He said it ain't worth it, man. I mean, I went up there once. You went up there one time and said it won't worth it. Wow. That's amazing to me. Come on now. That's amazing to me. So you wake up when you want to? Dude, you say you was at Prime. I mean, you was running reefer. You run reefer and you don't have a strict drive time? You must have been late all the time. Right? You must have been late all the time. Now let's discuss driver bitch assness, because that's basically what we're discussing here. Y'all softer than baby shit. You want to stay up all night, hooting, hollering, talking to your little sweet meat. Then after you get off, you staying in the sleep for 6 hours. Then you gonna try to go to sleep for 9. That's what you're doing. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. And you said they never let you go home. Dude, you never made money. It's not time to go home. How are you discussing home time with me if you said you can't make no money? You can't go home, bro. What, you go home with no money? Huh? What are we talking about, bro? Listen, Trucker 26, I'm sorry. Is at the point now where I'm just going to start biting y'all heads off in the Patreon, bro. I'm sorry. Because people go to my Patreon, they get the ability to text me, and they think I'm about to coddle you. I'm not about to coddle you, bro. You got to run, bro. 10 hours in the sleeper. There's no other way to look at it. Abraham, second time to the gas yet. I see you, Playboy. There's no other way to do it. There's no other way to do it. So I'm going to put you on a plan. When you go back out, because you're home now, if what you told me, you're home and you didn't make no money. Okay? When you get back on the truck, you got a new rule. It's a general rule. Use reason. Because sometimes the load falls in a way where you don't have to do 10 hours in the sleeper. But it's just what they call a rule of thumb. Okay? It's a rule of thumb. Abraham, you're number one in the Cash App right now. With $70. What does that make you? $70 to the Cash App. You're number one you're the top king of the Cash App right now. But listen to me. You get your load. You go pick it up. You're supposed to be looking at when the load drops off. So if the load drops off, you pick it up Wednesday, the load drops off Friday. You're supposed to be looking at what time of day does it drop off, or time of night. You understand that? What time of day, what time of night? Because if it tells you it drops off on the 4th and you got to drop it at 4 o'clock in the morning on the 4th, you don't have no meat in the day to drop it off. So basically, you need to be, in your mind, you need to think, I need to be at the 3rd. I need to be shutting down near it on the 3rd. If it don't got to be dropped off to 11 o'clock at night, that gives you more time now, doesn't it? That gives you more. Mike, appreciate it. Now you're the top in the Cash App. Wait to the Cash App total. People. That gives you more time. You can't look at it like, oh, I got to be there the 4th so I can nilly-willy. If I know I got to drop this off on the 4th and it say something like 2 or 4 o'clock in the morning, it's time to roll, Jack. You picked it up in the middle of the day. And here go another one. If you woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning, let's talk about when you got the load, and they didn't have a load or the load wasn't ready. You hear me? And you're sitting at the place for the load to be ready. You drove there, you shut down, and it took them 13 hours for the load to get ready and get it in your truck and for you to be driving out the door. Are you going to drive a full 600 immediately, or are you going to drive somewhere and shut down? Yeah, but it's like 8 o'clock at night. You sat there for 13 hours. That's a 10-hour break, Playboy. When they give you that load, you got to go. I guarantee you're not doing that. When they give you that load, your hours have reset. I guarantee you that your driver manager expects you to, when they give you that load 13 hours later, they expect you to just drive right now, gone. You should be shutting down tomorrow. You understand that, don't you? Abraham says, no, I stay at the top of the cash app. I got A Breezy old money. He's saying you done fell off, A Breezy. Jesus. Say he got that old A Breezy money from back in the day. I see you, Abraham. You the top in the cash app again. You understand? Now, A Breezy, that's going to complicate him because he don't know how to handle his clock right now. So we're trying to keep it simple. They don't expect you to drive 2 hours to your favorite area truck stop you like to go to and shut it down for 13 hours, 14 hours. You can't do that, bro. You done blew 24 hours. Well, they blew 13 and you blew 13. I'm with you on that, Malik. You understand how that works? So what you were supposed to do was pick that load up. Let's say they gave it to you 6 at night. You should have ran that to about 2, 3 in the morning. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. 2 hours for BS. So yeah, about 2, 3 in the morning. You should have ran that to 2, 3 in the morning. That's damn near full drive shift. Okay? You would have went to sleep at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, you would have woke up 1 o'clock in the afternoon where you'd have been eligible to drive again. By the end of your drive shift that night on a 2-day load like that, you should be pulling in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You will be getting to your destination on the 3rd at 11 o'clock at night. Here's where it gets tricky. Now, you have 2 options. You can call and say, listen, can I sleep there? I'm going to be there early. 2 things can happen. They may say, hey, yeah, you can sleep here. That's perfect. You go all the way in, shut it down there. They're going to unload you at 3 in the morning. You bump the dock, get it to the dock. They'll unload you when they unload you. You can fall asleep 11 o'clock that night. They probably won't be finished till 4. And you good to go. They may tell you, no, you can't come in. Now you put yourself into a tricky situation because now it's like, okay, well, how do I figure this out? Because they're not going to want me to go into there until 4 in the morning. And I'll be getting there like 11. Now you got to do math. So you got to say, how does my 10-hour work? So I can be close to there. Let's say you'll be close in the next 400 miles. Right? You may close next 400. So let's say you do 300 miles, you shut down early in the middle of the afternoon. okay? You shut down early in the middle of the afternoon, and you say, I'm going to fall asleep now, then I'm going to wake up. So you may stop at 12. You may stop in the middle of the afternoon and try to wake up like 1-ish, 2-ish, and drive it in for the last little bit and get there exactly at the right time. Me, I personally don't do this. I go all the way as close as possible, and I'll even illegally park so that when they do say I can come in there, I will just try to get it in there. Violations be damned. That's how I get down. Oh, A Breezy got Cash App beef. He rolls his eyes and sent 100 to the Cash App. A Breezy, top of the gas, yeah. He says y'all ain't getting no money. A Breezy at the casino right now. He's spending winnings right now. Y'all got to get y'all stuff together. A Breezy not playing. But listen to me. Listen to what I'm telling you. There's either two ways of movements. You're going to go strategic clock or balls to the wall. That is just two type of drivers, bro. You understand that? So if I could use Lil Sean as an example, I'm balls to the walls. Lil Sean is strategic. I go all the way in. I say if you gonna fuck, you might as well put it balls deep. That's how I get down. I'm not. There's no complication. None of that. I'm all the way in. I'm going to get there knowing there's no park on the back side of the street, hope no one knocks on my door. I'm one of them type of dudes. I'm not a strategy driver because if anything goes wrong with strategy, you're screwed up. If you go balls to the wall, the worst thing you're going to get is a violation. And if DOT don't catch you in the next couple days, it never happened. Forget about it. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. That's how I do. Now, this is the way that I'm telling you balls to wall is the way to ensure you make some money, but it's also risky because you can't get popped. You can get popped. So, you got to take it at your own risk. But strategic drivers, if everything goes the way it wants, it is a lucrative way to be. But if something happens in your little weird critique plan like traffic or something like that, you're screwed. Not me. I'm balls to the wall, baby. With the balls hanging out. That's how I do it. Yeah, that's how I get down. I go all the way. If you ain't with it, you ain't with it. I'm all the way with mine. And another thing too that really could have helped you out. While you were sitting there for 13 hours, you were supposed to be talking to who? King, if you're sitting there, you had a mega carrier, you got a dispatcher, and they 13 hours late on putting the load on the truck, and you know that the load is scheduled for a certain time, and they're taking that long, who was you supposed to call and talk to and move that appointment time? Because this goes to the sixth thing, which I know you're not doing. This goes to the sixth thing that I know you're not doing. Communication. You have to communicate this. The DM. You should have been able to call your DM and say, hey, man, look, it's been 6 hours, man. This is going to start making me a little late. We may have to push it back a little bit. All right, he going to tell you, well, let me know. Another 5 hours go by. Hey, man, this is I'm burning time. This is gonna make me late, bro. It's gonna make me late. Or either that or I'm gonna have to do some cowboy stuff. But either way, can this get moved back? Then he's gonna ask you, well, what time do you think you're gonna get there? And you're gonna tell them, when they release me, I will give you my ETA. I'll give you my ETA. So they give it to you 13 hours later. You do the math, and you do comfortable math. This is not a time to be honest. You're pussy and you're naive. All you young bucks. You're pussy and you're naive. You don't got to be honest with him. Now, man, let's say you do the math and you say, man, I could be there 9 in the morning. Don't tell him that. Tell him 1,400. And he's going to say, why do you think 1,400? And then this is where you have to be able to relay the math to him. Well, let's take a look at it. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. I dropped mother load. I got here. They kept me here to 7 o'clock at night. I've been here since 11 o'clock this morning. I burnt my time. I have time to do it, but I am fatigued and sleepy. There is the trick. Say fatigued, because fatigue releases something into a safety manager's ether where they can't push you. So you say, I'm fatigued, I'm going to need to get some rest. So when I leave here, I probably can drive it to about 12 at night if I really, really push it. But then I'm going to shut down and go to sleep. I'm going to have to do a 10. That's going to push me to 10 in the morning. I'm going to fall short with the traffic going into that city. So you got to know the country. Oh, it's traffic trying to get into Dallas at 2 in the afternoon. So what he going to do is he's going to push that 4 o'clock time to the next 4 o'clock in the morning. Now, when he does this, you are happy that he did it, but you have to give a little bit of, you got to have some finesse. And this is what I mean by y'all naive and y'all have no game. You got to make it feel like it hurts. Oh, man, I'm losing a whole day of driving. I need to make money. So what he going to do is he going to throw you a couple joints on the back end. You're going to say, well, listen. He going to say, well, all right, listen, I got you something coming out of there. I know this kind of messes us up because they messed up with the woody woo. You blame all this on the people that took 13 hours and you show your discomfort while being respectful. Man, they done blew my whole day. Technically, I lost 2 days. I'm going to get it there for you, man, but this is really hurting my check for the week. He going to say, no, I'm going to get you something good out of the next one. That's how you do it, bro. It's all on, it's not what you're saying or what's going on, it's how you're saying it. And when you say, you don't say it's screwing me to the DM. You say, dang, they're kind of screwing us. They kind of screwed us here. Us. We in this fight together. Us. You understand? You get what I'm trying to push to you? Abraham, leave A Breezy alone, bro. He just kicks A Breezy out of the cast. Yo, y'all hate A Breezy so much. And Boosa, I see you. You kicked him out with another 75. Boy, Jesus Christ, Abraham, let that man live. So that's how you got to talk. You see how that go? Hey, and Boosa, I'm not trying to give him all the drip. I'm just trying to tell him. There are things that you're doing which is messing up your money. What you're doing in this situation, you're throwing it all on the DM. You're messing me up. You're this, you're that, you're this. Well, technically, the DM didn't mess you up. He sent you to this place. He expected you to be loaded. That's why he called and said, are you loaded? You understand that? Are you loaded? No, they still got me sitting here. So he's getting screwed too. And you got to let him feel that way. How are we going to get out of it? And he wants to be the hero in this moment. Don't worry. I'm going to get you something coming out of the next spot that's going to catch us up. When you start saying us, he'll start saying us. It's a psychological thing. We'll be good. He'll start using those terms. And what you end up finding out, if you are on percentage, and if you are at prime, you're on percentage, when you drop that next load, he going to have a fat dropping hook waiting on you. So let's say you need 6,000 to be good for the week. You're at this point in the week, you're up to about 2,500. He gonna try to hit you with a 3,600 on the back end. And it's a dropping hook, which means as fast as you get it there,
the faster you get it off. And if it looks like you're going to fall after the pay period and he know what you've been through this week, you know your DM can move your pay period. He can do a special form to get this load on this check so you're not screwed. But that you wouldn't know that if you didn't talk to him. You know that, right? Am I the only one that got a pay period moved? I'll wait. I'll wait. Am I dropping too many gems? Only A Breezy and Abraham and Booza and Mike hit the Cash App. We need new names on the Cash App. Hit the Cash App now. Yeah, James has moved the pay period. Now, what we discussing right here, Fred and Felony, we talking about, this is the understanding of $3,000 to $5,000 checks. This isn't your $1,700 good job locally. We're not talking like that. We're talking for people who trying to get a chunk. We're talking about hustlers right now. Yeah. Okay, you're hitting the Patreon right now. I just got a message from him saying, "Oh, well, you know what? I didn't know this." Well, let's peep game. Let's peep game. You didn't know this. But you didn't come like, "Oh, I need to know some stuff, big dog." You came like everybody's lying on YouTube. You came negative. You understand that? And when negative begets negative. So it isn't that, or is it not that, Mark, I see you. Thanks for hitting the Cash App. It's not that you didn't know. It's not that you can't make money. Let me say this right. It's not that you can't make money and there's no money. It's that you don't know. This is not a product of the company disliking you. This is a product of you not being an experienced driver. That's what this is about. It's not about nothing else. You understand? It's you, bro. Like I tell you, a lot of the times it don't be the company. It's y'all. And you new wave of drivers is soft. Y'all are soft. Because you're telling me you're denying loads. You don't do that. No. There's only one place I'm going to tell them I'm not going, and that's New York City. That's it. But the whole other country's open. I don't do New York City. I ain't never going to do it. I don't like it, and I ain't doing it. Straight up. Now, the whole other country's open. I'm talking about one city I'm just not interested in. But you saying that you don't run the Badlands, do you know how big the Badlands is? That's not one city. That's like 7 states. Now, yeah, we haven't talked about endorsements, but I really think endorsements are irrelevant if you're a sucky driver. I don't care what endorsement you got. You suck. You suck, bro. It's that simple. No other way to put it. You blow. You can have all the endorsements you want, be at the company you want. Because even if you go home, run hazmat tanker, they want you to be on time. If you can't manage your discipline here, you ain't better manage your discipline there, period. It's that simple. And when I was training at Prime, and I was down the county, I gave me a good load, and the load said it was going to the middle of Wyoming in the winter. I took it. I didn't say, oh, no, The weather up there is beyond my liking, honestly. I won't take that now. No. The weather's terrible. I can't take it. Sorry. What do you mean you can't take it? I see you out here trucking. What do you mean you can't take it? No, you gon' take it. Because them loads, especially it's from a team aspect.
Oh, yeah.
I see you. Especially from a team aspect. Them loads pay, bro. Now, either you going to get the money going in or you going to get the money going out. But you go up in, you going to get a good load going up in there. And you doing it from two people, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You go up there, get that $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 load. Get that out of here. Bop, knock it out. It ain't that bad. I know, man. I'm just trying to give me some. I'm just trying to give me some gems, bro. Then on your time clock, you're stopping 6-7 times, bro. Yeah, nah, bro. You're not supposed to stop that much. And you solo. You have no way to make up that inefficiency. You're solo, bro. You can't stop 6-7 times. You can't do it. There's no part of the game, if you're not dropping 6-7 stops, where you got a drive day and you stopped 6-7 times. There's no part in that game. So I'm going to tell you how your drive shift need to go. You did 10 hours in the sleep, you woke up, you got down the road. You're going to drive that first sprint's going to be 4 hours flat. After that 4 hours, you're going to stop for the maximum of 8 minutes to either the side of the road or a rest area to take a leak. When you're done with that, you're going to drive another 4 hours. You're going to be at your 8-hour break. You're going to do your 8-hour break, which you're going to mix with fueling. It's not legal, but that's the way I do it. You're going to pull in for your 30-minute break into a fuel island, put your cell phone off duty. You're in the back lane. Then you're up at the pump. You're going to fuel. Then you go to the last pump to go in and get your receipt. That's going to be 30 minutes. You have through your fueling and your 30-minute break, and then you're down the road. Then you're going to drive until you shut down. That means you should have took 3 breaks. Max. Nope, 2, actually. That's a perfect drive day. You understand? That's a perfect drive day. I just gave you the money sauce right now. I just gave y'all the drip right now. Ain't nobody in my gas yet. Forget about it. I get it out free, bro. I just gave it to you. That's how the runners run. Because you had that coffee. Come on, tell them to the 11. You done woke up, had that coffee. Right? You driving. You're going to be a well-deserved piss. Right? You take your piss at 4, boom, you're gonna knock that piss out, and then you gotta bang out the rest. Now, you may stop, you may have a small bladder, or you like to pee at 2 hours. Okay. Do it at 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means you ain't gonna stop for 6 hours. I'm really giving you the drip right now, bro. I'm giving you the money right now. I'm giving it to you. I'm giving you $150,000 a year money right now. I don't know that, Saskia. I've never been on probation like that, so I don't know. You just have to call people on the ass, bro. I'm really giving you the money. Now, that perfect drive shift I just explained to you, on top of a general rule of trying to be 10 hours in the sleeper within reason, that's the money, bro. You can go to any company and get a check off what I just gave to you. Then on top of that, add good communication with your DM. You're in there, bro. You're in there. You don't have these 3 principles, and that's why no matter what company you went to, you didn't make money. You didn't make no money, bro. And you're going to blame it on the company. With your type of experience and you never making money, I implore you to go back to Prime and do what I'm telling you. And I guarantee you'll be a totally different company. Look at that. Look at Freeski. I pulled 144K. I guess he means at 21 using that drive shift. Bam. Drip. Be that quick. Now I'm going to layer on top of this a little bit more. All of these things I'm telling you are within reason. But we know as truckers, some weeks it's not going to work. You got to be able to get through adversity, bro. Some weeks it's going to be a bad snowstorm that's going to mess your money up. That's just part of the game. It's what it is, bro. That's how the game works. It's part of the game, man. You can't plan that out. If it isn't a storm or snow, if it's summertime, it could be an accident. It could be road work. Anything can mess up your day, bro. That's the truth. Anything can mess up your day. Anything. Anything can mess up your day. It's nothing you could do about it. I lost 35 pounds, man. I'm about to be at 40 pounds of lost weight, bro. Breakdowns. Come on, let's start naming the reasons. Breakdowns, canceled loads. DOT can stop you and shut you down. Snow, hurricanes, tornado, winter, pop tires. Anything can stop you. Anything can stop you, bro. Anything. That's just a fact, bro. Anything can stop you. And the thing is, like, well, I mean, they screwing me. Sometimes the weather screws you, bro. Come on, man. Diarrhea, that's a real one there. I've been there. The loose butt, it can happen. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You got to have, here's something that y'all don't got. You little young bucks don't got no mobile in the data account. Let me tell you, y'all ain't got no grit. That's why some of y'all need to be regional company drivers. I'm not dissing regional company drivers. I'm just saying that's a better fit for you. That's why I say the people who are at these, they're drivers, not truckers. Truckers live out on the road. They can deal with the road. They're not worried about the road. It's like breathing. It's a lifestyle. Then you got a driver who has a CDL who uses it to make some money, but he ain't about to be doing all that. That's the difference. It's not a diss. You understand? Y'all don't feel me. Y'all don't feel what I'm saying, bro. We gonna take a break and see, are we going to the second hour? It's at 59 minutes. 200 to go to the next second hour. Let me know. We gonna give y'all a second to come up with that. In the second hour, we are gonna allow guys to call in and discuss this. We're going to do the call-in on the second hour. 200 to the Cash App to call in on the second hour. Let me know if it's going to happen. We don't know. We're waiting. 200.
Like we already told y'all how to make money, dog.
Maybe they didn't
Like,
see it, man.
oh, okay. So okay, well, okay. Yes, you took your content down. Yeah.
Yeah, because
All
we.
I'm gonna say is though, like,
Mm-hmm.
but
No. All I'm saying is like, they feel that way because they're not making no money at this time. Like there's people out here who are really like driving and not making anything, and they don't know no better.
you're right about it because I see some videos on YouTube about people at certain companies not making no money, and they, like I said, it's simple. Like you don't have to drive that 10 or 11 hours every day. 'Cause I sure don't do it. It's rare when I do it, but you could, like I said, there's two types of drivers, just like you said earlier. What you can do, like me, you could be a strategic driver. I usually plan my routes around food, malls, or casinos, or something to do because it can get like boring out here. Or you just not want to stay in the truck. But as long as you pretty much keep that same rule of how push yourself as far as you can actually drive and kind of just plan ahead and know where you're going to stop at type of deal, it's too easy to make money. All you got to do is just know what your limits are as far as how far you're capable of driving yourself every day. Drive as far as you can. Know when you're going to wake up, and it's just math. It's just simple math, dude. Like that's all it comes down to. If you're good at math or just numbers in general, that's all it comes down to, man.
I can.
Like you don't have to be a super trucker. You don't have to be a super trucker out here to make money. Like you can be lazy and still make money.
King, I
I
see
feel
you.
like
Give
I'm
me
the
a
best
second.
advocate for. I feel
Listen.
like I'm the best advocate for a rookie driver that's lazy that can still make money. Like it's crazy. Because I just turned down a load going to Wisconsin like last week, but I was just like, I turned it down because I'm like, bro, they're about to get a snowstorm. I really don't want to sit. And somehow I still ended up making money. It's just like you can turn loads down and still make money. But you just got to know what loads to turn down. I don't turn down a lot, but if I know it's about to snow or something like that, I ain't about to run that. Like, I'll be like, whatever, it's fine. We'll figure out. I'm sorry. I'm not want to sit. I do not want to sit.
Hey, Breezy.
I do not want to wake up and see snow. That's me.
Hey, Breezy. So you telling me if it's snowing, you won't go because there's snow?
If I see in the forecast that when I drop off, it's gonna snow either the day of my drop or the day before, and it possibly could mess the timing up, I'll just like, look, I'll take less money. Just give me another load. Go somewhere else. I'll make it on the back end somewhere. Like I'm never really pressed about how much a load's gonna pay. It's more so of can I keep running,
Right.
type of thing. I don't know. I really just don't mess with it. I just think I mess with it now. It's just too much headache. I don't have to worry about no chains. None of that. I'm good.
Hold on. King obviously wants to say something. Let's let King say something.
Hey,
Yo, hey, at this point,
hey, breeze.
I mean that guy, man. I try to help him so much, man, but Jesus.
My thing is, bro. Hey, Breezy, it's two things going on with A Breezy. For one, he's light-skinned McGee.
Top dog. Always.
That's my guy. I love it. For two, A Breezy, one of these new wave drivers.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, one of these young bucks.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
Hold on. Let's see how old A Breezy is. A Breezy, real quick, how old are you?
27. So I am no longer the young buck. I'm no longer the young buck. He said 26 and under. We're not doing it. But King, I'm making money though. I can't. I'm not relatable. It's not relatable.
Hey, Breezy,
it don't apply.
This is the thing that I got with you. This is the thing that I got with you, Breezy. And I'm gonna just let you know.
He does it every time too. Every time.
He need to cut out.
He just gotta
stuff that he do.
I just want A Breezy to go to jail. It's like I don't know why, but some reason you need to get off the street because you gotta stop, bro. Like you gotta stop it, man.
Brother, this the thing, man. Okay, let's just say, right?
Right.
A Breezy making money.
Yeah, he getting money.
I salute you. But Just think about how much more money he could make if he cut out gambling.
He gambling?
He brings to go to them casinos. He one of them.
Stop. We gotta stop. We gonna keep going. Keep the fingers up. So we gonna stop. Hey, Breezy, you gambling, bro? Hey, Breezy, you gambling?
I be bored, bro. Okay, hold on. I'll gamble, but it's a reason for it because I know that majority of the time I'm not gonna lose no money. I'm gonna end up winning about $100, $200. There go my steak and shrimp dinner, and there go my Uber back to the truck.
Okay, hold on.
So
listen. Hey, Breezy, all we wanted to know was was you gambling. We didn't want to know nothing else. Keep going, King. I see you, Abraham. Give me a second.
So I was right?
You was right. He gambling.
Stop gambling. Stop trying to go to all the beaches in America.
Oh, what beaches? What you talking about? We got to stop again. Let's stop again. Hold up. Hey, Breezy. What is he talking about, bro?
I'm not in Tampa anymore, but yes, I did have a great view of the beach. Well, the water, I'd say. Cocoa Beach is my favorite so far. I love Cocoa Beach. Yes.
All right, we're going to back
and
you
I
back.
make sure, and look, if I know that I'm going to Cocoa Beach, I already got the rental and the telly already on deck.
Oh, my God, that's 2 more expenses. Back up. Hold on. All right, keep going, King. Keep going. Abraham, we setting him up. Hey, Abraham laughing. He's like, oh, we setting that boy up.
One more is stop buying all these expensive foods because that don't help no way either. You see what I'm saying? That's the top 3 that I got for him. You know, start cooking in your truck, man. Start cooking in your truck. Buy your grocery. Get you a crock pot. Get you something. Get you a grill. Cause that outside food will kill you.
But he thin.
I get that, but just because you thin don't mean you healthy.
Hold on, King. I need you to stay. I got to see what Abraham said. Hold on. 1 second.
All right.
Abraham.
What's going on, man?
Hold, Abraham, you got a Prime shirt on. What's going on?
Yeah, I work for Prime too. So I already know about the money, you know what I mean? So, and I mean, my thing is, before I even got into trucking, like you were the only person I was listening to, you and LaShawn. And I just followed the blueprint. I didn't even, that's basically how I really did it, man. I just 10-hour sleeper berth, 10-hour sleeper berth. Check your loads, check how you're gonna get there. I just basically everything you said is what I did.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, I'm making money. I mean, you see the grill. So I mean, bro, I'm doing my thing, but
he said,
unlike others, huh?
He said, the dude said that he worked for Prime and a few other mega carrier companies, and he couldn't make no freaking money. Like he said, it was a DM. You know, they was booking him to where he would be late. Like he had a bunch of excuses.
I mean, if you got excuses, that means you're not a man yet. You're still a boy.
Oh,
Men don't make excuses. Men execute. You feel me? So I don't make no excuses. You know, I mean, I don't even play those games. If you ain't making money, it's because you lazy. You don't know nothing about no sacrifice. You don't know how to run. That's basically what it is. And you don't listen. If you ain't making money, it's because you don't listen. And I don't got no sympathy for you. Stay broke. Period.
So you making money at Prime, and so you go to the beach and spend a bunch of money at the casino?
Nah.
I'm thinking like all y'all Prime dudes do this.
Nah, I ain't gonna say what I'm not new money rich. This the only thing I do is my teeth and a couple other things. I don't go out buying no clothes. I ain't going out spending my money on a whole bunch of
shrimp dinners.
BS. Nah. I got a plan for what I want to do with my money. So if it ain't trying to make me money, I don't even mess with it. So,
but it's biddies at the beach though, Abraham. That's what you're not getting.
I'm already fly. I don't have to go to the beach to get no honeys, man. I got my little drop off where I drop off and she know what to do, and then you know what I'm saying, I'm hitting the road, man. I'm getting my money. I mean, that's all there is to it. You know what I'm saying? When she see me, she know what time it is, and you know we be adulting. we be adulting, and
So
she know what it is. She's
most
like,
you
you need to
doing
get
is
the
like
money.
oil change, fixing a tire, little stuff. You
That's
ain't.
it, man. That's yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? I get the tune up and we out, bro.
This fool say he told her he gave her the
We get
Jiffy
the-
Lube premium joint,
I'm
$65.
getting,
You good, baby?
man, shoot, man. You know, when I hit 100,000 miles, man, I need to get tuned up real quick.
And that's
And
a
man,
wrap.
I'm back on the road. She be like, man, you need to get back to the money. I'm like, all right. She already know what it is. So I mean, nah. But if you ain't making money, it's because you don't know what you're doing.
Now
You
hold on,
you
hold
don't
on.
know what you're doing. I mean, it's just that simple. It's just, man, this thing is too easy, man. If you ain't driving in the snow, then you ain't a real trucker. You still, you know what I'm saying? You
Oh,
still pussyfooting around, bro.
hold on,
I mean,
hold on. I gotta stop you. I gotta stop you. A Breezy says he don't do the snow, bro.
A Breezy ain't really trucking right now. He's still learning how to truck. He's still learning how to truck, bro. If you ain't going to the Badlands, then you ain't trucking yet, man. I saw that ice video. I
Yeah.
saw that video you did with the ice and the snow. I was like, man, if I can't do this, then I can't truck. So I made sure I did it, so I know I can truck.
Hold
That's
on.
all there is
Hold
to
on,
it.
Abraham. Stick with us. Stick with us. Abraham also he's actually second in the Cash App under 1011. So he's a big spender. 1 second. Oh my God. Hold on. Y'all stay in the queue. I'm trying to run the show. The person who sponsored this part of the live is in here now. 1011. Am I speaking with Greg or am I speaking with the boss lady? Which one?
You're speaking with E Money, baby.
E Money. Now listen,
It's
1011.
Erica.
Erica, this guy thinks you're lying. He thinks I'm lying. He thinks everybody in the comments are lying. He says there's no way to make money in this age of trucking. He's been doing it 2 years and he hasn't made no significant money.
Oh, poor thing. So listen, real quick, because I'm not going to repeat what you and everybody else already said.
Mm-hmm.
All that is factual. The one thing that'll help him make sure he makes money, and this is super important for anybody else listening, develop your relationship. If your DM knows that they can count on you, when the good jobs, when the good orders, when the good loads come through, you're going to be on the top of their mental. They're going to reach out to you and they're going to make sure that you're always running because they know you're going to make them look good. At the end of the day, that's what it's about. They don't give a shit if you make money, excuse my French.
Mm-hmm.
They want to make money for themselves. Whether you're a company driver, whether you're a lease operator, whether you're owner operator, you're still working for somebody else and that client. So if you develop that good rapport, if you always make sure that you're on time, that they can count on you, you'll keep making that money with no problem.
I tried to explain that to him, man, and he was just saying that the lows don't ever fall right. And I told him, man, you're being real negative right now, bro. Like,
But if you're late, that means they can't count on you. So they're not going to give you the other lows because you get there after the time that they scheduled you to get there. Who wants to keep giving you lows if you're not showing up on time? It makes them look bad. It makes yourself look bad.
so when he does get his money together, right? He's getting all his money right. Do you suggest that he does the A Breezy plan of going to the beaches and getting the shrimp dinners and stunting and being light skinned? I just need to know that.
A Breezy is really doing that.
Hey, I follow A Breezy. A lot of y'all don't follow A Breezy on IG, but I follow his snaps, and I will say,
I think the sound went out.
not for us. We can hear you.
I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Yeah, you may have to try to jump back in if you can't hear us. Yeah, you may have to try to jump. I think her thing is going out. Real quick.
Hey, look. I ain't even finna be all on here all day like this, right? So look, back to what you was talking about, man. I'm gonna tell whoever say that they didn't make no money. I don't know why not, but look, man, I got trucks, bro. This is the thing. A team driver of mine in 6 months made 107K just in 6 months because they dedicated. I mean, not just dedicated, meaning like go to,
One place and back.
Yeah, they dedicated like for us to me. You
Mm.
know, they will run. They will go wherever it takes to get the money. You know what I'm saying? And all that. They don't complain. They know they gonna make their money and stuff like that with me. You know, but the thing is, bro, in 6 months, one truck of mine, 6 months, a team of mine, bro, made 107K.
Mm.
But that because I got direct people that I go through. You know, I don't do the brokers or the middlemans and stuff like that because I have 5+ trucks. Like I have
Right.
more, but I'm just saying like I have a lot of trucks, bro. So it's like my DLT number and MCs and stuff like this speaks for itself. You know, so you can make money even being a company driver, bro. So if you show your DM just like 101 said, like Trucking 1011 just said, right? If you show your dispatcher or DM or whatever y'all call them these days, if they know that you got that hustle in you, they're going to get you the top paying loads. They ain't gonna give you no loads if you one of them sorry people who don't want to run. So you will never make no money if they can't trust you.
Mm.
But if you've been driving the truck for 2 years and ain't made no money, then it just ain't it for you. You might well go
Oh.
find you something else.
Then you
And that's
tell
just real
him.
talk, bro.
You tell him it ain't for him. Like, he need to get out.
He need to get out. If in 2 years he been a trucker, I don't know who the guy is or the woman
Right.
is. I
Right.
don't care who it is. It don't matter. Because all I'm saying is if you done wasted your whole time of 2 years of trucking and ain't made no money, then it ain't for you. Now I can expect that you not making no money within your first year because you
Right.
trying to figure it out. But 2 years, then it just ain't for you. And that's just that on that.
Yeah,
That's just how that go.
that don't have to be a bad thing. Like, it maybe you find something that's for you. That ain't a bad thing. Like, don't waste no
Yeah,
more
just
time.
yeah, don't waste no more time in trucking if you know you can go to a warehouse and make pretty decent, okay money.
Hold on, hold
And
on.
that's just being, I'm just being real.
Hold on. I got other people in here. Hold on, 1 second, 1 second.
All right.
I gotta bring 1011 back because she had fell out. 1 second. 1011.
My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. So for A Breezy, I'm with you, buddy. The beach thing, I love it. Keep doing you. If you can afford to do it, keep doing it. But listen,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not sure who the person was that said if you ain't running in the wintertime, you ain't trucking.
Mm.
I disagree.
Abraham T said that.
Oh, yeah, that's
Listen, I'm
ma'am.
gonna
Abraham.
I'm
tell
gonna be
you
quiet.
why.
I'm gonna be quiet.
I'm gonna tell you why. It's dangerous out here in the wintertime. And trust me, we run the Badlands. We're up through Colorado. We're up through Wyoming, Idaho, all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you what the real flex is. When you can take the winter off
Hell yeah.
and not have to
Hell
worry
yeah.
about it, which is what we fitting to do next year, y'all can have wintertime. I'm gonna leave it all for
Ooh, to
y'all,
the
okay?
11. Yup.
Cause I don't
Yup.
want no parts of it no more. Look, we
Well,
just
I
had to get
promise
towed off
you.
a Summit for $750 for like less than a mile. Y'all can have it. You can have it.
Me
listen.
and 1011 gonna be flexing on it. We're gonna take one load a month in December, January, and February and call it a day. One
No,
load a
no,
month.
Facts.
no. Hold on. First of all, let's slow this down because I'm a Badland aficionado. Let's get this out of the way. Now, listen. I don't think that is this, and I think Abraham was being facetious, But I personally run the Badlands during the winter, every year, and to be honest, I prefer it. I really do. And let me tell you why I prefer the Badlands during the winter. Because all of you breezy some bitches are all over the southern loads. The loads in the south drop price because y'all are down there scared of the Badlands. And the prices in the Badlands go up during the winter. So I like to be up there and it's less trouble. Now, if it ain't for you, I get it. Because some stuff like me, I can't scuba dive. I don't play like that. It ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? I can't swim with sharks
But
and
if you're
turcos, caicos.
talking
But
90, it's flat. 90's flat. So yeah, if you're doing that run, no problem. I can do that all day long. But I'm
90
talking
is
about
flat for a
191,
section of 90. A section of 90
South
is flat.
Dakota, North Dakota.
Right. But once you get towards, once you keep going west, it does get real. But at the same time, it's just not for everybody. I'll give you a perfect example. I would rather be in the Badlands than be in the East
southern quarter, even though the weather is better there. But it's so many people there.
Yeah.
The parking's usually a freaking issue. I mean, I don't know who's
You
ever
got a
tried to
point.
park at Atlanta, exit 12, Petro.
Pennsylvania is trash. Pennsylvania is garbage.
Yeah, so certain things I do enjoy, and some people are just not really, they're really hardcore runners. And it's not for everybody. Like, everything isn't for everybody.
Right.
Okay, but because really you could go to a
Right.
company that is East Regional and never see the Badlands ever your whole career and make money. That's the thing.
Yeah, and some companies forbid you from taking certain routes. Like, I know we ran for one particular person, and they basically said their drivers couldn't run on 80 in the wintertime at all.
Yeah. There's certain companies, like you can't run 70 out of Denver. I know Prime doesn't allow people to really run on that 70 because it's off the chain up there and everything like that. So, look, everybody ain't got the thigh meat for the real shit. So I get it. I'm just one of them old school hardcore dudes that can run the harsh stuff. But at the same time, it's not harsh to me because I prefer that over paying for parking in Atlanta and still not getting a freaking parking space and stupid crap going on there and the strip clubs. That's too much. I don't want to deal with all that. I'm not interested.
Magic City.
Right. I ain't nothing
Hey,
magical
I
in that
love
city.
going to
Nothing.
Atlanta. I love Atlanta.
STDs aren't magical. That's stupid. So one second, ain't breezy. One second. I gotta get my man's back in here. Hold on, y'all. Now listen, Brian has paid so he can talk. So we gotta let Brian talk after Abraham says his due. Brian, keep it together, please. Please keep it together this time. Abraham.
Yo, I heard what they were saying about your boy.
Yeah.
I got something for that ass.
What is it?
So I mean, all right. So I grew up in the South, so I understand, not liking the winter and not liking the snow. But I learned how to drive in the Midwest where it snows all the time. So driving in the snow, driving in the Badlands isn't a hard thing for me. But I would agree with her on one thing. The flex is being able to take off, and go somewhere. That's why, at this point, I'm working so next winter I will be off for at least a month and out of the country too. So I mean, I get what she's saying, but you got to learn how to drive. For me to really be a trucker, and this is in all honesty, if you really want to be a real truck driver, to me, you need to know how to drive in all kinds of circumstances and all kinds of weather because you never know when things are going to change up out here. And if you're unprepared, that's when all the accidents happen.
Mhm.
So, I mean, that's just my personal take on it. Now, if you don't want to drive in the winter, fine. If you want to be stuck in the South and getting, 50 cents a mile or, whatever you I mean, do you? You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go and where the money's at. And if I have to drive in the snow to get the money, I'm gonna drive in the snow to get the money. That's just me. So and if I when I train somebody, I'm gonna expect them to be able to do the same thing. I'm not gonna put them out here half behind out here and they don't know how to handle the snow or the rain or the fog or whatever else may happen out here. And that's all I really gotta say. But if you want to flex and eat scrimps from the Barbie and lobster and all this other stuff, man, do you. You know what I'm saying? But my flex is gonna be when I'm out the country and I'm saying hasta luego to y'all. I mean, that's so. I mean,
he said he know where the real beaches is.
Yes, sir. All day, every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to beaches you don't even know the name. It ain't gonna be no cocoa. Ain't no cocoa beach in my plans, homie. Facts.
Bars. Hold on, 1 second. Listen, y'all. It's all been fun and games, but now Brian is here. I don't know what Brian's gonna say, but I hope that he keeps it together. Brian, I'm gonna give you a lot amount of time because you like to roam. You don't stay on point. So I'm gonna let you come in and do what you gotta do. Brian.
Oh, TB.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
TB,
Man. What's going on?
You gotta take it easy, TB. First of all, you were capping last week with you buying your truck.
Was I?
Look, you didn't flip off the man at the juice aisle. You're causing drama. That's the only thing you're capping on. Everything
right.
else, no. Remember.
True.
Remember, TB. You're up there with Low in knowledge, and you know what to do. You know how to take care of a vehicle.
This is very true.
You know how to take care of a vehicle.
That's
I
fact.
sent you up to Missouri. I sent you up the Badlands when I was your DM back in the day.
True. That was satire. I didn't flick anybody off. That's rude. I wouldn't do that.
Well, you're a nice guy until someone pisses you off, and then.
Yeah.
But I went on the airport.
Mhm.
No, it was all true. First class, believe it or not,
Mhm.
Idaho, Boise, Idaho, going to Miami to go visit let's just say some business I had to take care of.
Right.
I was hearing some stuff, and I needed to go see my Cuban people
Mhm.
because some stuff was popping off that I didn't like.
Okay.
I had to make sure that bullshit was remaining bullshit and it wasn't real.
Right.
So I get onto the Boise airport. So you already know that you step into a scale at the TSA where they scale you, where you go right through a metal detector.
Mhm.
They had me going to a separate metal detector because I was Hispanic.
Oh.
Oh, no. I mean, TB.
Just got racial.
I took off my sweater, my other little North Face little sweater that you zip on and off.
Mhm.
So I had two of them, one for the cold and one for just to bring out the ladies because I like to see the money.
Right.
Not that they can afford me though. Let's just get that out of the way. But shots. Okay. Now, TB.
Gigolo.
Let's get back to the real stuff. Anyway. Some guy was saying he's not making any money in trucking, right?
Right. 2 years.
So then how come there's over 4,000 companies? If there's no money, how come there's over 4,000 companies? Now, don't get me wrong. There's companies that they switch insurances like women switch clothes.
Right.
You shouldn't be working for those companies though. They'll pull a falcon on you. I just know the story. I've never actually worked for a company that trashy.
Right. Yeah, because you used to work for Prime, but you ain't make no money.
No. I didn't want to pay Robert Lowe. I want to get paid to move stuff. I don't pay to move.
You don't pay to move.
Yeah, D-Raj, he was going off on that. Because A Breezy sends money to Prime for him to rent out his truck when my truck is given to me and I have to take care of it.
So you don't. So you think A Breezy is okay? I see what you're saying.
Every leaser, if you're doing a lease purchase, you're still giving the rent up to someone else.
But if you go to a dealership, don't you still got to pay them?
No. But I mean, the dealership, they don't even care anymore. That's when I'm talking about lease purchases with carriers.
I understand what you're talking about, but what I'm saying is, if I pay Prime for a lease truck and I pay the company at the dealership, and I still giving up the money, like, does it matter?
Well, the way that Prime makes money, and you said it yourself.
Shut up, King. Shut up. Give me a second.
The way that Prime makes money, TV, is not from the loads. They make money off every single lease driver that's dumb enough to think that they're going to be making a big amount of money, and none of them touch 12,000 a month. But let me tell you what they do touch.
What?
Negative settlements, and they have to run out 2 weeks just to make $2,000 profit. When I make 2011 a week, getting paid to drive. I just barely went to Louisville last week. Kentucky, those people need to take it easy, TB. Those drivers are so stupid.
Yo, you're knocking a whole state here, Brian. Come on.
A day driver almost ran me over.
Listen, Brian. I gotta
He's
keep.
an idiot.
Hold on,
Huh?
Brian. I gotta keep you in the round because you get all over the place. If I go and pay Prime and go through their lease program, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I say, all right, well then I'll go to this other place and I get a truck that's my own. I go put the money down and I get a truck, right?
Yeah.
Am I not still paying out for the truck?
But the truck's yours, primarily.
Well, actually, it's the finance company, so I pay it all, right?
To a certain degree, yeah. But I mean, you'd be paying less money than what Prime's charging you.
Depending on the truck. True. I'll give you that. Yes.
I've heard some people tell me $750 for a Western Star decked out.
They're smoking drugs.
No. They were paying for these trucks back in 2017,
Yeah,
TB.
I hear you. But what they're not explaining to you is that at Prime, you don't need a down payment. If I go into Western Star with $20,000, of course I can get a lower payment. You could do that with Prime.
But if you're buying the truck, TB, if you're buying the truck, don't you want to put down that down payment though?
That's true, but that's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is you cited that the payment was lower, but you can go to Prime and do a lease purchase and put $20,000 down and have the same payment. That depends on your paperwork. What we're talking about now is paperwork. So you're putting it on Prime as if they're this overlord and you have no option. That's not true. You can give Prime $50,000 and get a truck from them and have.
I still wouldn't be giving Prime $50,000.
It sounds like you just don't like Prime. Like it's not like you just don't like.
Well,
Prime.
first of all, they don't even have the best loads.
Oh my God.
Let's get that out of the way.
Hold on, I got people calling in. Give me a second, Brian. Don't leave. Freaky, I'm trying here, man. I really am, bro.
Hey, I'm patient, but you had me rolling on that one.
Now listen, tell me, Freaky, is it different? Did you see what I was trying to say?
I got exactly what you're trying to say. Like, there's really no difference. Either you're going to pay the dealership or you're going to pay Robert Lowe. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You're paying somebody. But that's how the game works, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
We paying somebody, even on the company level. You're still getting screwed somehow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you might as well just take it.
So why do you think guys come up with this, hate the mega carrier situation? And
I don't know. Like I worked my first 3 months. I was with Swift. I worked with them for 3 months. Now I've been listening to you since I was just a jitterbug.
Mm-hmm.
Like 5th generation. I listened to my dad, my grandpa, my uncles. I thought I was smarter than them. My first 3 months. You know how you fucking rookies are dumbasses, right? And then I turn around and I go to another company. Guy's got like 14 trucks, small company. He's like, run how you want to run. Run the truck like it's yours. And that like sparks something in me. And I'm like, all right, it's time to make fucking money. And I started using that drive shift that I learned off your videos.
Right.
$144,000 in my first year.
Ooh.
$144,000 my first fucking year. I was seeing $3,000 checks as a company driver. Like I paid nothing on the truck. I didn't pay none of the fucking maintenance. I didn't pay the note. I didn't pay the insurance. Nothing. Just drive the truck. Running a 2016 Volvo VNL with a 2019 reefer. Like just pulling the same trailer, live load, live unload. Now, granted, I'm not gonna say I wasn't doing some outlaw shit, but
right. It gets wicked. It gets wicked sometimes.
You know, you do what you got to do. I mean, shit, I had family at home.
Right. Right. That's true. That's true.
But I made fucking money this year. You know, I went from that carrier, small carrier, to like a mid-grade carrier pulling a fucking grocery, and I'm technically local, but I live in my truck. I mean, I'm driving a 2016 Coronado.
That's nice truck.
Fucking love it. Absolutely love it.
Is it manual?
No.
Oh,
no, it's not automatic.
Almost.
I'm one of them fucking rookies. Like I've driven a 13 speed illegally.
Oh, you don't have a.
I got that stupid fucking restriction because I got my license through Swift.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But at the time, it was like, look, I was homeless for 2 fucking years. Something had to change.
Right.
So kind of like how you started, it was like I just went.
Right. And you
where I'm going.
You respect the job differently when you're up against the wall and it's not like, oh, I'll just try it out.
Right.
Okay.
Like I this was it. It was either I'm gonna do it or I'm gonna die. Like there was no in between.
So when you hear
So
Brian talk and say that, A Breezy and Abraham T, they're paying for their job and, that you get screwed and all that type of stuff. Well, what do you think when you hear that?
that's bullshit. That's bullshit. This carrier I went to after I left that one, the one I'm currently at, I make a percentage. I make 50% of the profit off the truck.
Right.
So, I mean, the fuel's coming out of my check,
Right.
tires coming out of my check, insurance, tax, everything's coming out of my check. So, essentially, I'm paying for the truck.
Right.
Like, it is what it is. It's just a part of the game. But if you can't make money trucking, it ain't for you. Like I've had to straighten my mom's game up because my mom's a driver, and now she's making damn good money. I've had to straighten my ex-wife's game up. Now she's making money. I've had to straighten my brother's game up. Now he's making money.
They weren't following they weren't following a strict drive plan. What were they doing?
Mom wasn't. No, my mom wasn't. No, but my ex-wife's just getting into it. She's still a butt naked rookie. But I'm telling her, like, this is what you need to do. Run this drive clock. Try it. If you ain't making miles, you ain't making money. Right?
Jeez.
So my mom was doing damn near the same thing. But my mom was doing a lot of I want to be home.
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
Damn, now I can't hear you. I'm gonna have to jump out, come back in, rehook my Bluetooth.
Yeah. Hey, Brian, they think you're bullshit, brother. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Whatever. Yeah, it is what it is, TB. Come on, TB. You already know who I am.
Well,
you already know who I am.
I know who you are.
Just
I know
look at
who
my
you are.
F-150.
But what I understand, I know who you are. But what I'm trying to say, Brian, is like when you think about it, the money's gonna leave regardless, bro. Whether King goes and buys it from the dealership or A Breezy goes to Prime, the one thing King has is freedom. I'll give you that. King can take his truck anywhere he wants to go.
More freedom.
That's true. But what King has things in place because he's been driving for a while. So what is the guy supposed to do who doesn't have the business credit and the capital to get into the game? Shouldn't they go start at somewhere like Prime and build that up? Isn't that how it go?
Well, if you put it that way, then I guess it's fine. But
you just don't.
I don't know. I don't know, TB. I'll be retiring soon, TB.
You'll be retiring soon.
Torres,
don't laugh. Don't laugh, Torres. Let him get it out.
I'm an electrician, bro.
You're an electrician.
Damn straight.
Jeez, Brian, you're all over the place here, brother. So let me get this right. That's what was your first trade? You already got all your certs for that? You're already done with that?
I've had that certification ever since I was 19.
So you're gonna go and just be an electrician and say screw trucking?
No. I had to try it out. I wanted to see the country.
Oh.
And I love the drive. Don't get me wrong.
You just think the trucking business is dirty, so you're done with it.
No, the trucking business, TB. It's a weird combination of it's corrupt, but yet there's too much. The government is also corrupt as well.
Jesus.
Because these diesel prices are way too high.
Right.
Back in 1930s, they were talking about refinery of oil, and it was 50 cents a gallon. So why do they need $4.30 a gallon for diesel?
That's a big question that I cannot answer, Brian.
No, TB. It's all about the corruption, bro. So how in this world do you have the DOT that dominates everyone else, but yet you got the brokers that skim checks, you got Prime that's skimming checks off of these drivers. Oh. You don't have loads like what I took from Louisville, 26,000 pounds. That was in the trailer. Ice cream. And it went to the Kroger down there in Louisville. People who run a lot, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, hold on, Brian. Hold on. Real quick. I got two used to be Prime drivers.
What are you talking about, bro?
You want to hit him first, Breezy?
Like
You want to hit
dead.
him
Look,
first, Breezy?
I'm gonna hit. Look, I'm gonna knock off the comment people first for 5 seconds. Then I'll knock off Brian. The comment people trying to say that, oh, he's a kid, he don't have responsibilities, he don't have a wife and all that. Because why would I do that to myself? For one.
Facts.
Two, my car payments together and my insurance is more than some people's rent and mortgage. So we're not doing that. I pay over $1,400 for cars I don't even get to use, and it might be stupid, but I'm gonna keep these cars forever, so I don't really care. I have enough in bills that people would shrink over. Like I pay over $2,000 a month in bills alone. So don't hit me with that mortgage, rent, house, none of that wife crap. I don't need that in my life right now. I'm 27 years old. Two, Brian, I've hauled more loads that were under 20,000 pounds in the past. A lot of people probably see a whole year. So Prime definitely has loads that are less than 20,000 pounds. Don't get it twisted. Let Abraham back in here. I got to get my bills.
I mean, y'all don't got y'all got A Breezy started, bro. Y'all don't got him.
Yeah, they got Breezy started, man. They got Breezy started, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna help Breezy out, man. I know I've been playing with him, man, but at the end of the day, man, he worked for Prime, so I ain't gonna let him take all the shots, man. I was in the military, so I'm gonna be his wingman today. Fuck the bullshit. Yeah,
but Abraham, yeah, you're on. Brian says. Abraham.
Man, Brian's full of shit. First of all, Brian's full of shit. Let's just get that out the way. So, I mean, he's one of them dudes. He's just going to hate just because he can. He just wants to. And the one thing that you brought up that he couldn't refute is like, listen, if you're brand new in the game, like I was, you didn't know nothing about trucking. I had an uncle that trucked, but you know, he just got me. He just told me some stuff, some little things about the trucking business. But if you're new in the game and you're trying to make money, man, I don't see nothing wrong with going to Prime. Now, you're not putting nothing down on the truck.
Right.
You're not paying for the insurance.
No business
credit.
The only
thing you're really paying, yeah. And if you don't got no business credit, you know what I'm saying? Like, where else you gonna go and make $2,000, $3,000, sometimes $4,000 a week on a check? Where are you gonna go and make that kind of money? And if you're smart with your money, you can get to the position where you're at, where Brother King is at. You got your own trucks, you're doing your own thing. But man, sometimes it's baby steps. And so to anybody who's just hating on it just because, well, I don't like Prime, I don't like Robert Lowe, everything's corrupt. Man, what's corrupt is your fucking mindset. Your mindset's fucked up. That's what it is. And if somebody's not doing it the way you doing it, then you got a problem with it. Well, you know what? It is what it is. Now, would I say that leasing is the way I want to go for the rest of my career? No. I don't. I want to buy my own, have my own. But I also know that sometimes, man, you gotta walk before you gotta crawl before you walk, man. You gotta plan your stuff out. It don't just happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? You don't just jump in the truck overnight. And the people who've done that, and they got like all these crazy repair bills on the truck because they just thought, well, I'm just gonna buy a truck and I'm just gonna be trucking, and now your engine blown. You got 20 bands you gotta pay on an engine that you didn't save up for because you didn't plan it out the smart way. So, I mean, so what are you going to tell those people? You know what I mean? So it's like you got to take steps. You got to look at the game. You got to see how other people have done it and failed and learn from their mistakes and say, okay, I'm not going to do it this way. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do this X, Y, Z. I'm going to stack my money. I'm going to do X, Y, Z with it. But, bro, like people like Brian, I'm like, God love him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe he's just joshing and playing around. But at the same time, it's like, man, every time I hear you got some crazy ass bullshit to talk about. Excuse my French. I mean, I don't know the guy, but it sounds like, man, and it's just hate. It's just hate for no reason. Robert Lowe's corrupt. They're skimming off the top. The brokers are corrupt. This is corrupt. Man, the whole fucking world's corrupt, but as long as I get mine, I don't give a fuck. I mean, period, point blank. Period, point blank, man. Like, yo, I can't control whatever other people do, but as long as I get mine, man, fuck everything else. Period, point blank, bro.
I can't deny that, Abraham. You ain't had to flame me like that, bro. But I mean, all right, hold on, Abraham. Let me let King drop some knowledge on us, man. Drop some knowledge on us.
I just take it. I don't know this guy, but I just take it. This guy is just the king or heckler of trucking. He's a heckler of trucking, bro. Brian guy or
Right.
whoever that is. I don't know him, but I mean, bro,
Bro, crime's corrupt, bro. And the government's
let me.
corrupt.
No, man, this whole world is corrupt, bro. But let me tell you like this: I never worked at Prime before, but I can kind of feel like Prime got a good deal, even though they truck payments are high. It don't matter
Right.
because depends on your lease agreement. Let me just drop some knowledge right quick, man.
Right.
People paid their money to hear this. So, do you want me to talk about it or
Hey,
what?
man,
It's on
I
you.
mean, yeah, the people that paid their money, they got to say their due. So you say what you want to say, bro.
Okay, so this is the thing, right? I've been in these situations before. So this is the thing. The pay is not always bad. It's gonna be high at first because you gotta think you getting a truck for $0 down. Prime doing good. Any company that you want to lease through is pretty much doing good. Because this is the thing. They're giving you a chance to become an entrepreneur in trucking. Because if they really didn't care about you, they would not let nobody have this kind of opportunity, right?
Right.
You got to look at their situation. All right. Let's just say if your truck note for the first year be what Prime paying 900,
Mm.
1,000,
Mm-hmm.
12, 11 something maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, if you paying for a truck, bro, let's just go with a Ricky base model truck,
Right.
which is we all know what truck that is a freight shaker, right?
Mm-hmm.
That only reason why I say that because everybody that started the game, like us, has started in a Freightliner truck because
Cascadia.
of the wheelbase on them is not is
Ridiculous.
crazy like it is on a KB or a 579 Pete 389. None of that.
Right.
It's an easy turn maneuver little truck, you know. So everybody that started this game gonna start in a freight shaker, right? Okay, that's still $150,000 truck.
Right.
Even 200,000. Let's just say you get the new ones these days.
Right.
That's just ran by computer, motor quiet as a church mouse.
Right.
These trucks are $200,000 now, bro. So look, your first payments might be $1,000, right, for the
Mm-hmm.
first year. The second year, you gonna see a decrease in your payments because even though that you paid that much money first, right, and then your second year come is gonna go down.
Right.
Only reason why it goes down every year, let's just say you got a 3-year lease agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Your first year gonna be high, work through it, because you gonna get the money, run the truck like you supposed to, you gonna get the money to pay this truck off in 3 years. I'm gonna give you 3 years to pay this truck off.
Right.
First year, you're gonna pay $1,000. Second year, it'll go down to like seven, maybe eight. Let's just say eight, right? Because by the time you get to your second year, your second term in your truck, you'd have been and almost paid this truck off. Keep in mind, the truck is $200,000.
Right.
All right. By the second year, they're gonna ask you, do you want to
Keep the truck.
switch the truck out
Right.
for a new one?
Right.
Don't do it. Because I feel like if you know that you took care of this truck, you the only person drove this truck, and you did all your PMs and everything done, good tires, and you taking care of the little small stuff like the light bulbs and all this other stuff that DOT looks at,
Right.
you should be good. Keep that truck, right? All right. The third year is going to be even more cheaper because you're almost done with the truck.
Right.
So by the third year, you done already did your before you know it, you done already did 3 years at Prime, right? Now, this is where it really finna get mind blowing at.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to stay with us or do you want to just
Go on your own.
go on your own? Now, this is a gem that I'm finna give you. And this is the only gem that I can give you. If you're not starting your own trucking company with that one truck, You know what the truck can do. You know how it run. You know how much load, how much pressure from the trailer it can take.
Right.
Right? If you took care of it within the 3 years and it's still a good truck, you can keep that truck local, or you want to run regional,
Right.
or do you want to keep it OTR? Right? All right. Now, if you don't start your own company with this one truck, go to Landstar, go to Mercer. Only reason why I say that is because them two companies right there are the only people that that's that's um that's owner op
Only.
only.
Right.
So they get the owner op thing. You got a truck that's paid for. You gonna get majority of the loads, like far as you gonna get percentages instead of miles, and that's what you want. You
Right.
always want the percentages. Stop running 3,000 miles when you only getting 1,100, $1,200 a week, or 1,300, or maybe 15. Start running percentages. That's how you get your money in the trucking game, bro.
Yeah, and Mercer and Landstar are going to be the first ones that's going to give you a lease purchase on a trailer.
Yes.
So what people do, they pay the truck off. Then when they go to they go there. Hold on one second. They go
Yes.
there, then they start paying on a trailer, and in the same amount of time, now they have a trailer and a truck paid off, and
And a
now
truck paid off.
and now
Or you could go get your own
true.
trailer and just pay the rent like that.
Right.
Just pay a weekly little fee on that. You'll pay the trailer off quicker than you will a truck.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? But like you just said, they will give you all of these, and then that's how you make the money, man, in trucking. And a lot of people, if they can follow those little steps that I just gave them, then they will be okay. You know what I'm saying? Instead of worried about.
No, you drop some gems on it, but see that the difference is, one second, Steve, I'm gonna get you in here. The difference is that what you just explained was a long-term plan versus a person that had no plan at all, so they can't
But
see.
but that's what you need.
Right.
If you want to start, if you really, really serious about this trucking game, get out from other people if you know how to handle it. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I
And,
I agree. But what I'm saying is that when you hear people come with a defeatist mindset, it's because they had no plan at all. So they just think of, you're taking my money, not even thinking that. Yeah, I got you 10-11. One second, King. Steve, what's going on, man? I ain't seen you in years, bro.
How you doing, man? It's been forever, yeah.
Yeah, I just been making it and taking it the best way I can. What's going on with you?
Same thing, man. Sold that marketing company. Spent some time with the family. Took some time off.
Mm.
Working on building my own brokering and carrier company. So I'm back out here. I've been back out maybe about a year now.
Now, hold on one second. A lot of y'all don't know who Trucker Steve is because y'all are sweet butt rookies. Trucker Steve was big before I got my license. So you're talking to a triple, double, quadruple OG in trucking. Y'all don't even know who you're talking to right now. You're talking. I didn't even have a YouTube channel when he was the man. He's the guy from back then. I think I met with you. Where did we meet at? Was it Albuquerque?
We may have met there. I think we met in Phoenix a time or two. Also, I think we went out to that hamburger joint.
Yeah. We met in Phoenix and went to a hamburger joint that was real fancy. And
I think we also met in Dallas too at one point.
And, yeah,
or one of the truck shows. I think.
Absolutely. So you're saying you're back on the truck?
I'm back in it, man. Yeah, there's a lot going on in the trucking industry, and before automation and self-driving trucks and all this took over, I wanted to come back out, put my feet on the ground. I honestly just missed driving the truck, but somehow you just popped up on my feed, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna tune in. I didn't even realize it was live at first. I thought I was watching like from a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, holy shit, I think this is like real time. I haven't done this whole live thing. You're real good at this shit.
Oh yeah.
Not really my bag, but
it takes.
I'm just listening to these guys talk, and I'm like, there's still a lot. I definitely have some game for these guys, and I don't think Prime or Super Ego or any of these companies are necessarily bad if you're trying to get your foot in the game, right? Because I'll be honest with you, when you're building your own company, the first year or two, is incredibly challenging. Just landing contracts, getting deals with people, insurance, all these things are really hard when you have a brand new authority. You know, you're not seasoned. So what I suggest for anybody that's listening, if this is something that you want to do, and you want to scale up, right? Like you want to build a company, get in with Prime, Super Ego, any of these companies where you can make a decent living, do what you can to save as much of your money as you can, then right away form your own company. You don't have to necessarily run under it, right? You're just building its credit. You're building its age with the brokerages. So when they look it up, they're like, okay, you're not brand new. Like we can work with you.
Right.
And they're not going to try to run you, run a play on you.
Right.
Yeah. So
unless you're 4, you're 4 years old.
Plus you're building business credit, right? So now what you can do instead of just like I think the guy that was on before was talking about staying for 3 years. I don't recommend that. I think in a year's time you can save up enough capital to go out and you have your first couple of months. Hopefully you save enough money to open up shop, right? You get your business, you incorporate, you start working on business credit, you're working on your own personal credit. And then by the time a year and a half comes around, your company is in good standing with excellent credit. You have capital in the bank, right? That hopefully you've saved while you've been running these programs. And then you can take that capital and credit and do like every other company has, and they scale up, and they do that by leveraging their capital. So instead of spending say you save 50 or 60 grand in your first year as a lease operator, what a lot of these companies have done is they don't go out and, I'm going to cash out on a truck, or I'm going to put a big down payment down on one truck. What they do is they go, how many trucks can I buy with the 60,000 down? Oh, you need 20,000? All right, give me 3 trucks. You feel me? Now, the goal obviously is that, look, you might have to drive a truck to get into this game, but to be an owner, to be a business owner, you don't necessarily have to drive that truck. And if you build your credit, you build your business, you start to understand leverage and how to scale up a company. This is actually not very hard. It's just not hard. Right. But I mean, and it really just depends on what you want to do. If you want to be a truck driver, driving in a truck, making a decent living, providing for your family, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Go ahead and do that. I did that for years before I even had like any understanding of like business, dude. My first 10 years in a truck, man, I was a steering wheel holder. Like I was learning a lot about trucking, but the back end of it, I didn't know a lot about until I got around the right people. They seen some value in me from content I was making. They're like, hey, you're really good at this type of shit. Like, tell us what you're doing. So, and
Oh no. You're breaking up here, Steve.
I can learn from you.
Well,
am I still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. You broke up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm about to be back out there.
You know how.
I'm about to be back out there, Steve. I really hope we can meet up and get some content done, and because a lot of times there's been so many evolutions of what's going on now that even now when we're with the stuff you're saying, you may think, oh, this is rudimentary stuff. This stuff is not really that sharp, but the game has got so sensationalized that you're speaking gospel, and they're even they're in the comments like, wow, this is really good. Yeah, so there's not many places.
You're not kidding.
Yeah, it's sensationalized.
Yeah, it's definitely changed a lot. I've noticed a lot. The environment for a driver. I mean, like there's no better time than now to be a truck driver relative to the history of truck driving, right? Like things are really good out here. You can call an Uber. You got GPS. You got all these technologies. You can order groceries to your damn truck. When I came out here, there was no GPS, so you had to call your dispatcher from a goddamn payphone. So like you didn't get directions. There was no GPS. Like all these things. So like historically, like this is a really great time in trucking to like to be out here and to do this. It really is a privilege to have the opportunity
Right.
to come out here.
Yeah, I think we lost them. We lost them here. Hold on, let 1011 say what she has to say. I remember she's the one that sponsored this portion of the live. 1011, you had something you wanted to say?
Yeah, just a couple of final thoughts. Just to echo what Trucker Steve said, we did exactly that. First starting out as trucking, no matter where you go, they want a year's experience. So best get that year's experience with a company that's gonna basically pay for everything, your insurance, the equipment, breakdowns, tires, and so forth. But at the same time, form your company, build your business credit, just like the other guy said. We did exactly that and saved our capital, put 10,000 down, leased a truck, paid it off in a year and a half, and now our overhead is like super small because we cook on the truck, we keep our expenses at a minimum, but we also set up corporate accounts at the different hotels and fuel cards and all that good stuff so that we're maximizing our capital and we're leveraging. So, A Breezy, I just want to make a quick note to him too. Dude, at 27, you're killing the game. I started trucking at 48. I'm 51 now, about to be 52. And had I started at your age, man, I wouldn't be working right now. I'd be retired. So keep doing your thing. The only thing I would encourage you to do is just keep your expenses at a minimum if you can. If those cars that you have are going to be assets for you in the future, fantastic. But if not, put them on Turo or something so they can be making money for you while you're not driving them. And just, I encourage everybody, do your research, find a local SBA chapter in your area, which is a small business administration. They can teach you all about managing business and finance and getting your personal credit and all that good stuff for absolutely free. So do your due diligence, and
So,
we can
what
all
is
be out
that
here
acronym
building
stand
tables.
for again? You said SBA is a Small Business
Small,
Association.
no, Small Business Administration. You
Mm.
can find them at sba.gov.
Mm. That's a gem right there. That's a
Hey,
gem.
wealth of information, like no cap. People will really appreciate what they find on it, and it's free. It's
Mm.
absolutely free. So, and then of course, if anybody ever needs anything, yourself included, we're always a resource wherever we can be. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's all. That's what it's all about. I appreciate you for sponsoring this portion of the live. At least I didn't even know y'all really
Appreciate you.
wanted to hear this because people seem to really be drinking it up. I appreciate you, 1011. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, buddy.
This is the thing that I want to say. I want to say here real quick. When me and Steve were talking about the sensationalism, a portion of that is, you know, when you go online and you see these super edited videos and it's showing you these large cars these crazy classic cut trucks and with stretched, and it's like these videos are getting millions of views, and now when you type in trucking, they're the top 5 videos. And no diss to them because I like watching them. I really do. But here's the truth. There's a difference between that's candy. There's a difference between that and what you need to hear to help you. That is purely entertainment. That entertains you. It looks cool. But one thing I realized about all these videos, and they'll be driving and talking, they'll tell you how long they've been driving, but they never, ever explain to you how to get to where they are. So it really doesn't help you get to where they are. It just shows you where it could get to. And the algorithm really does favor that because, it's clean, it's good, it's straight to the point, but it's not the stuff that's really going to, like the stuff Steve told you. They're not dropping that type of stuff to you. None of these videos tell you anything about business credit. None of them tell you about your corporate structure. None of them tell you about scaling up a truck. No one says anything about that because it's just about the shiny stuff. It's just about the shiny stuff. And let me tell you, too much candy rottens your teeth, bro. It does not help you get to where you're going. So I do appreciate everyone who has the Cash App, who does support this channel in any way that y'all do. I really do, because it's coming down to the point where if I leave, it'll be nothing. It's just that true. It'll be nothing. It's some people I don't know that exists probably, but it'll be nothing. One more, Steve, you got something you want to say?
I agree with everything you just said. Like, off rip. Yeah, way sensationalized. Not enough information being shared. There's a lot of people coming into the game that, for lack of a better word, are watering it down. You know, that don't realize that they have a great opportunity to share, help, and provide for a countless number of families, and they're rather cool and talk shit.
Right.
And I'm glad that you do what you do, man. It's good to see that you've carried on the tradition, because I'm disappointed with most everything else that I look at. Like real talk. I'm like,
yeah,
what are these fucking guys doing? I mean, most of the people that are creating content are doing it for their vanity. They want to be an influencer.
Right.
And, you know, I guess that's cool now. I mean, I guess technically I was probably one of the first influencers, not just in trucking,
right,
but like before Gary Vee, before all these guys. You know, so I had my moment, but I don't know. Like, I just don't. I don't know.
You know, I wish. You know
I,
what?
I want to be able to help people.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I mean,
I was just gonna say that. Sorry, go ahead.
we have a delay. Go ahead, you do it. You do it.
Oh, I was just saying that. You know, I don't care about the vanity or the ego or none of that shit. You know, one of the biggest problems I had when I created a media company, you know, when I wasn't, was that I ended up painting myself into a corner. So eventually I was making, and I think you knew that, and like we talked about it, like when we met up a few times, like I was making such good money. I was like making, you know, half a million to $1 million a year off to just being a small, like, niche down dude in the trucking industry. Like, I was making more than I could ever make in the truck.
Right.
But the problem was like I ended up becoming a slave. So like I'm making this money.
Dang, we keep losing him, man. We keep losing him. How we keep losing him like that? DC Trucker.
Yo, can you hear me?
I can hear you, boss man.
What's going on, TV man? How you doing?
I can't complain, brother. I can't complain. I'm chucking along, brother. I'm chucking along.
Feel you. Hey, I just wanted to just come on here real. I just wanted to be the bad guy for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, let me, if it's okay. I mean, we telling truths, right? We're not telling no lies.
Yes.
Okay. The truth, one of the hard truths is, and I understand a lot of people not gonna like it. A lot of people gonna buck. They're not gonna, you know, they're not gonna receive it well. But one of the biggest things, man, is it's a lot of people that's in trucking that has absolutely no business in trucking. And that's the truth.
That's a rough one.
And the reason why I asked this question, like, why is it that trucking is the only industry that people who ain't got no business in it, right? I mean, well, let me say it like this. On any other job, right? People take the job, realize it ain't for them, quit it, and then move on, right? Why is it not the same for trucking?
Well, I believe that it's not the same for trucking is because trucking, you come into it, you sit down and make a certain amount of money. And what they don't realize is if they leave trucking, the work will be different. And they end up realizing that the longer you do trucking, the harder it is to not do trucking and make money.
That is true. That is true because once you get in it and then you get comfortable,
right? And
then it's hard to get out of it. That is a fact. That is a fact. But this is my thing though. My biggest thing is the problem that I have is a lot of people get into trucking, man, and they've done absolutely no research on trucking. They've done absolutely. They haven't studied anything. They haven't paid attention in anything. They haven't learned anything. You know, they get on the internet and watch these TikTok videos, or they listen to friends, or they listen to family members, or whoever, right? And they get into it, and then the hard truth comes. You know what I'm saying? The hard truth comes like this ain't what they told me it was.
Right.
This ain't what they described it was, right? And then with you not even taking the time to learn anything about trucking, that makes it even more harder for you.
True. So and
right?
it's the mind state. So
If you come in and you don't take the time to learn and things bad happen, then their mind state goes negative and then they can't see any light. They think that it's just all negative.
Right. But how can you expect anything positive to happen if you don't even take? That's anything. That's even in relationships, right?
Right.
Even if I met a girl, right? If I took no time to get to know her, right, and I just jumped into a relationship with her, so then when it fails, like who can I be mad at?
Well, then after that, you go to the manosphere and say all women are not marryable, and you you just keep on moving, bro.
Right. Then I start hating women, right? I'm
Right.
blaming it on women, like,
Yeah.
but I'm not even looking at myself like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, ultimately, it was my fault because I didn't even take the time to learn anything about it. I didn't take the time to research. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
didn't I ain't asked the right questions. I ain't do nothing. I just jumped in it.
Well, I mean, that comes from the entitled, it comes from the entitled internet era anyway. They believe things should come easily, bro. Every think about it. Everything else came easily to them. Like if we go back, I got my first cell phone in 04. It was a Nokia block and it had like a hologram screen and I was happy because it had real ringtones on it. And and there was no GPS on it. There was no screen. There was no, it was nothing on it as of now. Now you have literally the combined knowledge of Homo sapiens in your pocket. So
Right.
technically you can ask Google any question you want and it can get you close to the answer, but yet people are struggling more than when there was no answers. It's just because they're entitled. It's like they're spoiled. Well, this shouldn't be this hard. This shouldn't be this hard.
Right.
But the truth is, it is really hard if you don't have a freaking plan. If you don't know what direction you're trying to go. Like Trucker Steve said, you scale your business up. No one's thinking about that when they're going through trucking school. They're just trying to get to a point where they're not under the poverty line. They're there out of circumstances in their life. They didn't choose to go there. They were forced. So then when they're in there, and another big thing too, you're making your money, but then you have no time to show it off. What is the weekend for? Technically, it's the Sabbath, but back in the day, if DC Trucker or Trucker Steve or King the Trucker had a good job at the place in Texas, he had Friday night all the way to Sunday to show off his prowess of making money. In trucking, you make money, but Saturday, you're stuck in Kentucky somewhere. You're not showing it off to nobody. So then people are dealing with depression. They're dealing with all this stuff. And then they just say, oh, it's just all negative. But then this is what happens, because I've done this. I haven't been OTR in 2.5 years. I go home and I do a deep dive on local work. And I find out, besides owner ops, let's slide owner ops out of it. I go home and I realize there is a legitimate company pay cut to going home.
Mm-hmm.
Now, either you're going to work yourself into the dirt at Cisco or you have a hazmat. There is no middle ground. You don't have those two things. You're making $48,000, $50,000 a year. And then they think, I'm not making a bunch of money. And then they end up going back to it. Now they resent it because they can't get out.
Right.
So now they're just negative. Everything's negative. DC Trucker's lying. He ain't making no money. King Trucker's lying. Trucker Steve is lying. TB's with the Illuminati. It's like, where are y'all even going?
Right.
The truth is, most of us are job hoppers, me included. And if you were doing what you were supposed to do, if I had a plan when I came in the game, I wouldn't have job hopped. I would have worked my plan. I can admit this to anyone who's been watching me. Job hopping was wrong for me to do. It was wrong. Because if I had a plan, I'd have worked and scaled up my business and just waited until my business was in the right position and went to a dealership, and I wouldn't have had to hop jobs at all.
Fact.
But I didn't do that. Another thing, DC, real quick while I'm on this rant. The reason for my job hopping was that the truth was, when you're job hopping, you're technically searching for more training. Because what I'm doing is not working. The only thing that made me make more money was running into somebody who gave me the time clock gyms. I could have worked that time clock gym at CR England, but I didn't have it then. So was CR England bad, or did I not have enough information?
Exactly. But the interesting thing, TV, is like, okay, now you sit on here, right, and you give all this information. You bring other people on, and they give all this information, right?
Right.
But the interesting thing is a lot of people, I'm not gonna say everybody, because people, I know there are people that take take the good stuff and leave the bad stuff and all that kind of thing. I know there's people that actually are capable of doing that,
Right.
right? But at the same time, but it's like a large amount of people. I'm not gonna say one's more than the other, but a large amount of people, you give them these gems, right? You give them these things, and they hear you saying it, or they hear other people saying it, but they still don't apply it. Example: I've heard you talk a while ago
Mm-hmm.
about how um, these companies, right, create this illusion of paying you more,
Right.
right? Like, for example, um, was it last year where companies was like the average, like, let's say 3 years ago, right? 55 cent was was the average
Right.
what a company driver was making, right? About
Mm-hmm.
3 years ago, right? And then that whole thing went on after COVID and during COVID or whatever,
Right.
it created that rift in trucking to where companies started competing for drivers and
Mm-hmm.
all this kind of stuff, and they started to uh, up the pay, right? It
Right.
went to 60 cents, 65
65,
cent,
70. Yeah.
and 70, 75. I even seen one company just jumped all the way the hell out there to 85.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about that is that what people don't understand is that all that's a ploy to get you to come work there,
Right.
right? Because they understand the numbers. They understand that, oh, if I up the pay, right, but I'm gonna fix it to where you only drive a certain amount of miles.
Right. Right. I went
So
through. I went
so
through.
the money really ain't gonna change. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Except in your mind.
Yeah, and your mind is going to change because I did that with Prime and Jones Motors. At Prime, I was averaging 249 a mile. Jones Motors averaged 449. So I'm thinking this is basic math. I'm killing it. Now, when I was told of this, it messed up my morale at Prime because I'm thinking, well, these dudes are screwing me. Now, here's the trick. I get over to Jones Motors. I do get 380 $4 a mile, but I got to pay for the trailer.
There you go.
Their insurance is higher because they're a smaller company, and they're running out of loads. So while I'm sitting there waiting for this $3.89 or $4 a mile, I see Swift drivers just passing me as I'm sitting 2 days a week trying to get a load.
Right.
And I'm thinking, hold on. I look at my account and it is less than it was when I was at Prime. I'm like, hold on. So I'm bringing in less. I'm keeping less. Like they say, old hip hop heads know it's not what you make, it's what you keep type shit.
What you keep. Right,
So
right.
I'm losing money. I'm making less money, but I have the bravado of being a more independent driver. And then the bravado of owner op versus lease shows up. And now you're so, like Steve said something, ego. Then your ego gets in the way.
Right.
And
right.
mega carriers ain't nothing. I'm more of a trucker than you because I'm doing it the hard way. At the end of the day, it's about what you keep. And if you do get some money, it's about what you do with the money. I was making good money for most of my career, but we all know, because I was very honest, I was fucking off a lot of it too.
Right. Right.
Right? Like y'all seen me do it. I said, nigga, what I'm fucking it off on. So it's one of them statements where that's why I think the truth is, I don't think, and this puts some people out of it. Let's slide some people. This is a small portion. There's small portions of Loshan type of dudes that are going to do well from the jump. It's a small portion of those guys. But the truth
Very
is,
small.
The truth is, me, as in my 20s, I wasn't even ready to make that kind of money. And no one ever sits down and self-checks and thinks, what is a 26-year-old going to do with all this money? And the truth is, he's going to fuck it off.
You're going to fuck it off. Yeah.
That's the truth. That's why when you look at the 48s and 50-year-old guys, they seem like they're doing so much better and they're driving less miles, because the truth is their money management is at a whole different level than a younger guy's is. And a lot of the times it's not about what you're making. It's the fact that you're not giving your money out and you can have these other opportunities. But when we have these conversations, we're actually talking against the materialistic religion of America. And people, they end up hating you because you're telling them not to buy shit.
True.
And now, and I'm going to go on a twist here because you've been watching me for years, so you can follow what I'm saying. In doing this, you create enemies. Now people don't like you because you're telling them not to buy their charger. You're telling them not to buy this. You're telling them not to buy that. And then they're like, well, fuck you. Who are you? Ooh. So it puts you in a bad position. That's why I kind of stopped doing it, because it's like, at the end of the day, what's more important for me is leading by example. I can't tell y'all not to go buy Benzes anymore, because all it does is make you hate me. That's the truth. Hold on, I gotta get somebody else in here, DC Trucker. All that does is it makes you hate me, because I am talking against your national religion of consumerism, because that means you're the precarious. You're the precariat, the people who live increasingly precarious. I'm talking against that religion, so you end up not liking me. Here's the other side. America's built for businesses, but 90% of you, through the indoctrination and programming, you're not a business mind. You're a consumer. So when I tell you to do certain things, it hurts, because it's going against your original programming that has been programming you since you were 5, and all of a sudden you wanted honeycomb cereal for no reason, because that's programming. You wanted a new toy. That's programming. You turn 18, you want to... I used to say this old thing years ago. When you're watching Saved by the Bell, the commercial that comes on is Volkswagen Bugs, because they point that at people about to go to college. But if Trucker Steve cuts on Law and Order, they show him Lincoln Town Cars, because that is pointed at people in their 40s. And when A Breezy cuts on Spike TV, they show him Hemi Chargers. So now when I talk to Steve, Steve comes to me and tells me, I like Lincoln Town Cars. I talk to A Breezy, he likes Chargers. I talk to my nephew, he wants a Volkswagen Bug. That's not by a mistake. They want exactly what programming was pointed at them. So basically, for you to succeed in managing your money and doing your business correctly, you would have to be someone who lives outside of programming. Which we know maybe 6%, and I'm being very nice here, 6% of Americans and people in the free world live outside of programming. That's why an entrepreneur that's super duper successful is so rare, because they are against the programming. And that's what I try to explain.
And even if they do consume it, they know what's happening.
They know what's going on. They know that, okay, I'm buying this car but I have enough money to do it. But at the same time, Jeff Bezos drove a 92 Honda Accord forever until he was in that position. You're not going to do this. I don't want to beat up on A Breezy, Steve. We beat up on A Breezy all the time. I love him to death. But A Breezy just said he had $1,400 in car notes.
Nice.
Now, on one hand, you can hate on him, but on the other hand, he wanted it. He got it. If he sustained it, I'm not hating. But what I'm saying is he's actually following the program perfectly. That's what he's supposed to do based on his indoctrination. What I want y'all to understand is that for you to live, where did I hear this at? For you to live like nobody else, for 5 years, you have to live like nobody else. You have to. You know how many people Steve is telling me to get rid of my perfectly good F-150?
I don't know. Everybody, maybe.
Everybody. They said it's too old. It's a 2014. How the fuck is it too old?
What's wrong with it? Do you have a payment on it?
I have one more year left. $400 a month.
The only way I would tell you to get rid of your Ford F-150, because there's obviously a cost of ownership, right? Like it costs you money in insurance, maintenance, gas. If you could find a way to reduce your cost of like transportation, depending on where you're living at, if you don't need, I don't think.
Damn, they're breaking you up, man. I keep losing you, Steve. Jesus Christ. I actually got to get out of here, y'all. I can't be on here too much longer. I got to get out of here. Abraham, you got something you want to say before I shut off?
Yeah, I do. Just one thing. It's not going to be long.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I'm just going to chime in on what the young lady said and what King Dadon was saying and what Steve was saying also. Like, if you're in trucking, if you really just like you were just saying, if you just tap down on all the expenses, like there was something you said maybe a year ago or something like that. It's like if you're in trucking, why do you have a car payment? Why do you have all these expenses,
Right.
apartment and all those things? I don't have a car payment. I don't have an apartment payment. I'm just making money. And to tap into what the young lady said, like I'm saving my money to buy my own truck, to do the SBA, to get the certs,
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff. So in 5 years from now, I don't have to drive.
Right.
I'm hoping in the next 2 years, 2.5 years, I'm not in a position where I have to drive the truck. I can have somebody else driving a truck. And so, I mean, if you're new to the game, my only encouragement is, man, save your money. Save your money and learn, 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 learn. I got audiobooks on finances. I listen to podcasts about saving money, investing your money, because I'm in a position where I have money I haven't even spent from last year. It's just sitting in my account. And so I'm like, why not just take this opportunity to learn as much as you can, learn the stuff they didn't teach you in school, go against the grain with the programming, don't buy no cars, don't buy anything, and just stack your money so you can live the life you want to live when you do get older. And that's pretty much all I got to say about it, man.
Yeah, hey, man, that's a smart way to look at it. I appreciate you for calling in, man. Thanks, buddy.
No problem, brother.
Robert. Robert's not paying attention. Brian, real quick, what do you got to say on the way
Yeah,
out?
I know. TV, sorry for me telling you you need to get yourself a new truck, though. Anyway, you go keep that thing forever, bro. It's a 2014.
I'm going to try to.
The reason why I switched out mine, I wish I could put that pen stripe on my baby. Single mothers are trash. I wish I could.
Jesus Christ.
My neighbors would stab my ride, bro. And then they'd be gone.
That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted to say.
Oh, okay. Look, TV. You got me inspired. I'm thinking of me making my channel.
Okay.
Catholic driving for life. And men going their own way.
Wow, that's a lot in one statement, bro.
No, it'll be Catholic driver for life.
Well, if you do it, I will sub to it, Brian, and I appreciate you for supporting the channel. Thanks for calling.
No, TB, you're always awesome, and I'll be sending you $60.
Yeah, appreciate that, big money. Appreciate that.
No, TB, you gotta do what you gotta do. If you can't do any live streams, don't worry. I'll be showing my F-150, always promoting young men. Don't be dating no single mothers. Well, that's controversial. That's why I'm sending you the $60.
Right.
All right. Bye, TB.
Stay
Take
up,
it
brother.
easy.
I'll expect that
God
60.
bless.
Oh, Robert Wallace. Robert.
What's up with you, big time?
You my last caller in, man. What's going on with you, big dog?
I ain't knowing. I'm at the TA getting the front end alignment get done. I'm on my truck. So just getting a little work done. I'm just hearing the end of the conversation, and this my first year ends, so I got about another month, and I better got my first year in. So I learned a lot in the year. I learned how to run, where all the rest stops at, and in the areas that I run. About the weather, I learned a lot in this year. So I had my ups and I had my downs, but I'm still fighting through it. So.
Hey man, you gonna make it. As long as you follow a good drive shift, do the 10 hours in the sleeper, man, you gonna make money. You just got to stick with it.
Right. And I do exactly what you said. Doing 10 hours in the sleeper. And sometimes I might get to a ship a little early. I might not have the load ready, so that sometimes mess my hours up.
It happens.
I got you. I got you for a mentor, and I got my brothers and I got my cousins. They kind of keep me in line. And I just wanted to let you know I appreciate you.
Hey, no problem, brother. You stay safe out there. You stay healthy, buddy.
All right, man.
All right, we're gonna leave. I'm gonna leave on this note. I hope. I'm doing a rebuilding of my team. I've lost so many teams, but the next team that I build, it will take a lot of thought. I want y'all to understand that, I'm about to be back out, so I'm not gonna be able to do this all the time, but I'll be able to do it every once in a while. But I did it wrong, man. I'm one of them people that can accept his faults and accept excuses where I've messed up. Even I did it wrong. I spent money on the wrong thing. You know, I didn't structure my business correctly the first time. I let my head get in the way. You know, I lost momentum and just didn't want to do it no more. I've done all those things, bro. And Trucker Steve saying he's getting back to it at 48, it really inspires me to not feel bad about it. Do better, don't do drugs, and learn something, bro. Learn something. That's what it's all about. All the lives that y'all seen, and where all the lives at, they're on the Patreon. You gotta go to the Patreon and hit the playlist. Don't do drugs. Steve, you got my number. Make sure you contact me. I will be trying to figure out where you are in the game so I can catch up with you. We can do another sit down. How do I say this, man? I just want y'all to do better. That's what it's all about. Do better. As long as you're trying to do better, I don't care where you're at and where you came from and all that type of stuff. Just try to do better. Because that's really the ongoing fight over and over and over again, bro. It's trying to do better. Y'all call that number. You can get all the music that you hear playing on here. You can get it sent to you immediately. Text that number, and that's Akil's personal number. You can text that number, and just be happy, be blessed. Thanks for everybody who supports the channel. Don't do drugs. I'll see you
on March 3rd. Guy Ritchie, the director of Sherlock Holmes and The Gentleman, brings you.
I will see you out there. And if you see me, man, just say hi. I'll say hi back. Don't do drugs. Be happy.
It's the one right here, KM.
And I'm banging tonight. Call of Duty, everything. Bow on Burning Miles Twitch. So if you ain't on our Twitch, tripping. Burning Miles Twitch, follow right now.
Yeah, back up the spot like I back up the dope. Back through the city, I'm back on good hope. Sippin' on yellow, these nigga like yo. Nigga one battle, that nigga get choked. Call me a monkey, I'm really insane. Nigga keep playing, we mix it like Kane. I'm in this bitch with my brother, Dwayne. Nigga one fight, he gon' die. Slime in her face when I pull out the snake. I come correct, I can't make no mistakes. She kissing girls, you know I got her straight. Came before now, you know that got her A. The Glock and the Chevy don't box like a Chevy. I threw her five, now she hot and she ready. She crank.
You know we on the music, right?
Eat up that box, I won't eat her spaghetti.
Text the number.
Suck the dick, sing my song, fuck it good, leave me alone. Nigga want smoke, then I'm bringing the bone. Pulling the party, I bring it along. I got hoes in this party, they singing along. I was down on my dick and I needed a loan. Ran that shit to the top, I'm the king on my own. I kissed that hoe in the cheek like she special. I could box you for free, but that beef gon' be extra. She bought me a Mirrors, this bitch can't be serious. She calling my phone, asking questions, Alexa. Walking bang like a teller. Yeah, dog in the spot like Cruella. That pussy retarded, so I call her Riri. She know when she see me, she bringing them. Fuck all that patience, I ran out of weight. Terabyte, baby, I ran out of space. I hit the gas until I'm out of space. Sipping Bel-Air cause I ran out of ace. Hit from the back, I'ma pull out a lace. If I'm eating cat, then I'm saying my grace. My birthday just passed, baby throwing that cake. Got my quarantine mask, fucking hoes staying safe. Yeah, back up the spot like I back up the dope. Back through the city, I'm back on good hope. Sipping on yellow, these nigga like yo. Nigga one battle, that nigga get choked. Call me a monkey, I'm really insane. Nigga keep playing, we mix it like Kane. I'm in this bitch with my brother, Dwayne. Nigga one fight, he gon' die. Slime in her face when I pull out the snake. I come correct, I can't make no mistakes. She kissing girls, you know I got her straight. Came before now, you know that got her A. The Glock and the Chevy don't box like a Chevy. I threw her five, now she hot and she ready. She cranking presents, she still love that Eddie. Eat up that box, I won't eat her spaghetti.